Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us. Tonight is super exciting for me. It feels like my first producing gig since we all got shut down. I feel like I'm sort of producing somebody else's show, and that is so fun for me. I'm kind of your MC tonight. Nobody said I could call myself that, but I'm gonna do it. I'm Stella, for anybody hanging around for the first time, because I'm really excited to see Spiral Dice in action. So first of all, I'm going to bring on John, who's the creator of Spiral Dice. He's going to tell us a bit about the game, and then we'll bring in our other players and we'll get going.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for stopping by. Stella, thank you for having me on your stream. I don't have my own stream, so it's great that you were able to provide the space for me to show off. I've played with Stella once. She's great. We also have my friend Matt joining, who has physical Spiral Dice that he will be rolling. Hi, Matt.
Hello.
And we have Bravin joining. Bravin is the host of Dungeon Master Chronicles, which is its own stream. Feel free to pop that in the chat if you would like to. So yeah, tonight we are going to be playing Sapio, which is a system built on Spiral Dice. And Spiral Dice are those little guys that Matt showed you. I'm going to put a link in the chat so you can check out what they look like in a little bit. And what we're going to be doing to show them off is we're going to be playing NYC&D. And that's my one-shot that you can get on itch right now. It'll say what you want, so feel free to go check it out if you would like to. But what it is for me is it's a really good scenario to kind of show off the flexibility of these things and how the system works. We can hop right into it. We're actually going to create characters within about a half hour, and then we're going to get rolling, and the entire scenario is going to be generated sort of on the fly right here before we play, and then we'll get into it. I'll also want to note I have a Kickstarter that is launching soon. You can head to the pre-launch page if we would like to follow it, and that is right here. And now let's talk about the rules before we get into making some characters. So really quickly, the way this whole thing works is that there are these special dice with this system. Characters are going to be defined via elements. So that's like their profession, which is like a skill set, specialization, so things they're extra good at within that profession, and qualities, which are kind of like attributes, but these are like descriptor attributes. So instead of having strength 4, you're just strong. Similar to that. And so what we're going to do is we're going to build characters right now. When it comes to rolling, they're going to invoke those character elements, their qualities, their specializations. Those are going to build up a dice pool, and then they roll that dice pool. There are little star things on the dice that indicate that they got hits, and if they get hits equal to a target number, then they succeed. There are also little spiral symbols and little antibody guys, or like upside down Ys, called spare, and those offset. And so if there are any of those remaining, good things or bad things happen. If there are spare remaining, then the players get to choose a good thing that happens. And if it's more spare, then it's a better thing. If it's a little bit of spare, then it's a little bit of a good benefit for them. If there's more spiral remaining, then I get to choose what happens. And it's going to be some sort of twist that's generally bad for the players. During this game tonight, I'm actually going to be asking you, the audience, to help me out a few times. Maybe we'll do the first few runs through spiral and spare with just the players and me, but then I'll start asking for some audience participation as things heat up and they get deeper and deeper into the situation they will find themselves in. So if you want to see the rules, they are there. And especially if you want to help out with determining spare and spiral, there is a section you can click to called Spare and Spiral Uses. And you can just, oh crap.
It's okay. I'm
putting them in the private chat, aren't I?
John's been private chatting us all this wonderful information, but I've been throwing it in the chat, so it's all good. Don't even worry.
I'm real good at this. I'm getting my feet.
I got your back.
Thank you.
I got you.
So we're going to jump into making characters. And one thing that I want to say is, over the last few days, there have been two tragic shootings in Atlanta and Boulder, and my heart goes out to the families and communities affected by those. This game has sort of a horror post-apocalyptic bent to it, and usually there are guns. I was sort of uncomfortable doing that, so we're going to have a little bit of a zanier game tonight with a group that kind of we're gonna shy away from that topic matter for the moment. So we've already talked about that beforehand, and that's going to be our conceit. It should still be a really enjoyable game. I would say it's probably going to be a little bit worse for the players, that they are not quite as well equipped, but that's okay. They're creative people. They're each GMs in their own right. They'll figure it out. So, without further ado, we've got 4 questions to answer about the players. Question 1 for the group: what kind of group are you going to be?
I'm really pumped about this one. Do you mind if I share?
Do it. Go for it.
Okay, we were brainstorming a little bit in Discord before this, and I threw this out, assuming that everybody was going to kibosh it, but they were down. So we are a traveling Shakespeare theater troupe. Hence the costume. And nice. I'm so excited about that.
So that's question 1. They're a Shakespeare troupe. And your Shakespeare troupe, this is going to be set in NYC at some sort of celebration. So are you normally from out of town? Do you operate within NYC? What is your Shakespeare troupe's deal? I don't know if we actually settled on this beforehand, so feel free to brainstorm.
No, we can just sort of make it up at this point.
Yeah.
As I'm not from New York City and I only have a tourist knowledge of it, I feel it might be a grave insult to native New Yorkers to attempt to play a native New Yorker. So I would vote for an out-of-town troupe, probably from a extremely tiny town or a very insular community that would lead to more quirky characters.
Could it be Shakespeare in the Woods in like upstate New York?
I like it.
All right. So what would bring you into New York City?
There's a theater festival, I imagine.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So maybe there's lots of theater, Shakespeare troupes in New York City at this point?
Yeah.
We went to meet up with all the other Shakespeare troupes at a convention.
Yeah, it's like a statewide sort of Shakespeare convention. Yeah. Love it.
And apologies if I disappear from camera for a second. I'm taking notes on old-fashioned paper, which I won't show the players, but that's where I'm keeping all this info for later. So, okay, Shakespeare troupe, you're in town for a Shakespeare festival. Does anybody have a character idea to start?
I have several.
Okay.
Let's see. I've got a couple of just general ideas. We could flesh them out. First up, stage manager. Always got to have a stage manager. And that could certainly bring a number of talents to the table, and certainly give you someone slightly not actory, but maybe desirous of being an actor. There's also back when I used to do theater, the third man was always the character I ended up playing. So the villain or the father or the guy who's not the leading man, and is specifically kind of bitter about that. And the third idea I had was the pit musician.
Oh yeah,
especially given the NYC&D theme here.
Why don't we see what other people have, and then we can circle back around and see what fits in well. I think Bravin had one.
I did have an idea. So I had an idea to make a character that is whenever you go to see a play, there's that narrator that always comes out and they set the scene and give you all the background, and they'll come in during the breaks or between scene changes. And I imagine having a character that is very showy and over the top with how he explains things. And maybe also someone who would just generally be outside of wherever this show is, like before the show's starting, just like yelling out to people in the streets, trying to get them to come in and come watch this show that he's like way too proud of, even though he's not like the one that's actually like making it or organizing it.
Got it. Okay, Stella, what are you thinking?
I was thinking somebody really showy too, but now I'm thinking, since we've got that, maybe somebody who's like full-blown theater nerd, who's always like, you're doing it incorrectly, that's not period appropriate, and like everything has to be just so, and is like just very like, I'm an artist and it means everything and you're doing it wrong.
Is that like a director or like an understudy?
Yeah, maybe the director. Maybe that's a good one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So, okay, Matt, what are you thinking then?
I think we're probably going to have the entire cast just absolutely obliterated, and we are all the people who are actually on stage with this group, and that's hilarious to me. With those two, I mean, I'd love to go with the musician.
Okay.
So you're kind of the multi-instrumentalist who is responsible, because it's a small troupe, for providing the accompaniment, and probably also the lighting and the, any other kind of stage design. And I don't know how tiny your troupe is, like 6 people.
Multi-purpose musician technician.
Yeah.
Stella, it sounds like maybe the group has like a slightly antagonistic relationship with you. I imagine everybody's sort of...
I can't imagine why. I'm probably the best director in New York, so they're lucky to work with me.
And how does your character feel about Brabin's character?
I think at times I really appreciate him because he brings people to the show. If he's out there like barking and stuff in front before the show and whatever, like I begrudgingly appreciate his work, but I will never tell him that.
Okay. And I don't know, I'm assuming kind of both of you might have like I don't know, Matt, what's interesting about your pit player? Are they like ready to help? Are they annoyed? Are they,
I was thinking kind of the glue guy, the one who's like, all right, we could take Stella's directions and we can make this work. We can make this work. Even like if pretty much all of my suggestions are like, no, we're not doing jazz club. This is Shakespeare. You need to play period music. Yeah, but
I kind of imagine that character is like kind of perpetually disheveled and a little sweaty.
Yeah.
Like hopping from thing to thing.
Oh yeah.
Shows up to the pit like right before the show and grabs the instrument.
There's a lot of equipment I got to move around too, and yeah.
All right, Brabin. Mm-hmm. How does your character feel generally about the group or the other characters?
I would say like let's see. Definitely like I think that my character is a huge fan of like anything super over the top. So always, as far as like with like the behind the scenes, always wanting more. Like it's never enough. There's never enough lights. There's never enough pyrotechnics. Any like if the theater's not burning down when we're done, then my character's not satisfied. As for our director, I think that I'm imagining like it definitely like aiming to please to an extent. Definitely like appreciating that there's a director that'll actually like handle how far he goes with things and still like keep him around. Yeah.
Okay. Good. I love it. This is great. You're going to have names percolating in the back of your head, so remember that because we will need names. But
I've got one ready if you want to hear it.
I do, because I have a slot for it on my sheet.
All right. Mel Jameson. M-E-L. Mel, yes. Mel Jameson.
Love it. So, barring any other names, you all have a person you care about in common. Who is that person?
The star of the show, maybe?
I like it.
Mhm.
Who is the star of the show?
Ooh.
What show have you just been doing? This is important.
Oh yeah.
Show you did.
It's got to be Midsummer Night's Dream, just because that's the most over the top, right? You know?
Yeah.
And because I just did that play like last year and it was fucking best. Anyway, yeah.
Okay, and who is the star of Midsummer Night's Dream? It's one of the.
It's a big ensemble, but I think
Kind of like 3.
yeah. I don't know.
Right.
Either the person who plays Oberon or the person who plays Titania.
Yeah.
Whichever we decide.
Well, I don't know. What do we want, Titania or Oberon? Let's do Titania.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. I can come up with a name for her, but what's she like? Is she gregarious, or does she like lord her, excellence over everybody?
I think she's truly talented, and that's why we really care. Because I think that, like, I'm the asshole, and she's like really people like her so much because she's humble and she's truly talented.
She's above the fray.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, let's make it Mava.
Neva. Cool.
All right.
A genuine talent.
Genuine talent. She's beautiful. She's magnetic, but she's not. She's really chill about it. Draws people to her. Okay.
She doesn't know how good she is.
Exactly. And how do you each uniquely feel about Mava? Like,
she should be on the highest pedestal with the brightest lights and the flashiest costumes.
Great.
And the loudest music.
Yeah.
I think that I like genuinely want to stick with her because I think that she's truly the one who has a shot, and so I like really want to stick with her, and truly care about her because I think she's like art. She's art incarnate,
Yeah. Yeah.
She reminds me of my sister, who was basically taken for a ride and exploited by other people for her innate talents.
So you're watching out for her secretly?
Yeah, kind of got a big brother thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think I probably also have a crush on her.
Okay then. Why? So you came to the Shakespeare Festival, or I guess it's a theater festival. There's probably a large Shakespeare contingent at the festival. Why are you celebrating tonight, and where?
The last day of the festival or closing night of our show? Did we get to do like a show?
Yeah, you probably got to do a show.
Yeah.
It would have been like after your show, cast party.
Cast party. Cast parties are the best parties.
Cast party. Love it.
Nice.
Where is the cast party?
Obviously in a warehouse.
Oh man. That's a good one. I like that. Great. It's at a warehouse. I'll find one while we talk through the next section. But okay, so you're at a cast party. It's at a warehouse. Is this warehouse like, are you filling the warehouse? Is it like multiple people who have multiple groups that had their show? Or is it like you have rented out a warehouse and it's just your, cast of 20, 30 people?
A small awkward circle in the middle.
We have like a fire in a barrel. We're all like huddling around.
It's an abandoned warehouse? Like what?
It was very cheap.
Maybe it's like mid-January and we like completely forgot that or we didn't even consider like that they didn't have heating. So this is like the only warmth we have.
So sad.
Amazing. So okay, yeah, you got like your like portable speakers and like everybody's like drinking and dancing, picked up pizza and stuff. Cool. Now we're gonna move to building your characters mechanically. So have any of you thought through the steps for your main profession, side profession qualities?
Yeah, a bit.
Okay. Why don't take a crack at it and we can discuss it.
Okay, I'll show you that in the meantime. So, I think my main profession is probably like director producer.
Okay.
My side profession, because that's what I do, is I'm a waitress.
Remember, you should try to take something that will allow you to physically like do something, preferably fighting, some level of fighting. So
Okay, instead of waitress, can my side profession be bouncer?
I don't know. Bravin had toyed with
Oh,
that.
you said you were going to be a bouncer. Okay.
No, that was an old idea. You can have it.
I also feel like, because I was going to be like a showstopper and be like a dancer as well, therefore would be physically powerful, but as a director, maybe less so. I don't know. Does anybody have a suggestion?
I mean, you can be a dancer as your backup.
I mean, directors throw things.
Or roller derby, or...
Oh my God, yes, I totally
There
did
you
derby.
go.
That's so cool. Okay, yeah.
It's your side profession. Okay, so what about qualities?
I think my good qualities are that I'm extremely organized. I think I'm persuasive.
Persuasive, that's another one to write down.
And creative.
Creative, okay. Yeah, you can toss those in there.
Or
you might want
something physical, I guess. You
might want to swap one for fit, or vicious, or something roller derby-ish.
Yeah, okay, then I'll keep persuasive and creative and add I think vicious works. Yeah. Nice. Like I have nails and I'm not afraid to use them. You know what I mean? Like I probably have acrylics or something and I'm not afraid to use them.
That probably also synchronizes with how demanding and exacting you are as a
Love that.
Well, think through specializations and principal and worst impulse. We don't necessarily have to talk about them, but you should fill them in.
Okay.
You can throw them out if you have questions. Anybody else have ideas for main and side profession and qualities? Matt.
So okay. Profession. By the way, we'll be playing as Vic Over.
Vic Over.
Yeah.
Great.
Just some words. Okay. Profession, multi-instrumentalist with a specialization in modern jazz.
Okay, good.
And then side profession, autocross.
Oh, okay. Yep. That sounds good. What about actually qualities are easier. I think actually we should do specializations out loud.
Okay.
You already did your specializations, so we're good. Bravin, what about you?
Okay, so for my main profession, I was thinking, I don't know if showman's the right word, but I was thinking taking my job into account, like not necessarily performing, but knowing how to draw a crowd, just standing on a soapbox in the middle of the square. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Does anybody in chat have a suggestion? I'm trying to think. Barker,
charismatic, but I guess that's a little too.
Master of ceremonies.
I mean, I can call it master of ceremony.
I like call it that.
Apparently, town crier was substituted for MC. We have agreement in the chat, I think. Let's do MC then.
Orator? Or as do what?
Oh, master of ceremonies.
Master, okay, got it. And then side profession, I'll take bouncer. Since nice. I mean, like I said, he's gonna be outside before the show anyway, so he can do some crowd control while he's out there.
And what are you thinking for specializations under each of those?
Remind me a little bit about what those are supposed to be again.
So it's kind of like a single skill or area of expertise, and you get to define it.
Okay. So I'd say for Master of Ceremony, I love that. And Mel is going to love it even more. I don't know, can I just do general persuasion Is that something that would fit into that?
Yeah,
Okay.
that works. Yeah, do persuasion.
And then for the bouncer,
that could be punching. That could be grappling. That could be.
Can I say shoving?
Shoving.
Because I feel like I would just be like I wouldn't punch, but just like be like, okay, you're not supposed to be here, and then just kind of push them away.
Yeah. Let's do
All
shoving.
Right. So shoving it is.
Do you have good ideas for yours? Stella?
Oh wait, what? Sorry.
Yeah. Do you have like good specializations for yours?
So one for each sort of job is kind of
Yeah.
So I think for director producer, I think it would be like a better word for resourceful.
Yeah. So you could do like making it work or like.
Yeah. Okay. Like if there's anything there that can like be put together to make a thing, or like she just like finds the answers. Like, yeah, making it work I think is cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Making it work. And for Derby, I think I think honestly she like uses her nails. So whatever you want to like
scratching.
Clawing.
Yeah.
Even though she's not super powered, but
clawing is good.
Clawing? Okay, cool.
Yeah. You can just have strong nails.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm thinking Dolly Parton, you know, she apparently wrote 9 to 5 on her acrylics. And that's I'm thinking that, you know.
Okay, so does anybody have any last questions on the things we haven't talked about to fill in on your sheet? So principles and worst impulses, you know, you can fill in on your own time unless you have questions. And qualities, likewise, I trust you unless you have, you know, you could shout them out if you want to shout them out.
I think like her name's Rosalie Rothschild. And her worst impulse is probably self-importance.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, and I put her principle is that like creation above all. I don't know if that's like.
That's fair. Or like excellence above all, or whatever.
Yeah, if that works better, yeah. It's all about like making and creating and being the best you can be, and yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Let's see. For my side profession, I don't think you got my my side profession specialization.
Autocross, right?
That's the side profession.
Oh, your side profession is autocross. What's your specialization?
Drifting, obviously.
Good. Okay. Find a car at some point.
Oh yeah.
I think at this point, let's toss any. You can toss questions or your notes on your character in the private chat, and I can approve them there.
Gotcha.
But we will cruise along towards the session. So now I have my 2 questions for you. You're at this warehouse party. How are you dressed? And normally it's how are you dressed and how are you armed? But I think it's, you know, there's an element of how are you dressed and why are you armed tonight? Which I am kind of assuming is like with props unless you have reasons to have other stuff. So let's go to Stella. How are you dressed?
Okay, so I think that she's wearing sort of much like this, like a floofy Shakespearean top with like a cool vest over top and like suede pants and like really cool like sort of buckly boots. You know what I mean? The like arty, I'm a director look. And I think that she probably, with your permission, either has like a switchblade or like what do they call them? Brass knuckles in her purse, because she's a tough ass woman in NYC.
You're in the city. You need to come prepared. Yeah,
whichever one of those is okay.
Whichever one you want.
I kind of think brass knuckles because she's like clawing hand. She's more of a hand to hand.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Raven.
All right. So Mel is going to be wearing a red 2-tailed coat that like runs all the way down, with a matching fedora. And this isn't necessarily for protection, but he carries a cane just for show. And then since his side profession is a bouncer, he also has in one of his inside pockets carries a bottle of mace just in case someone gets too out of hand that he can't handle them with his own strength.
Okay. Great. Matt, what do you have? I gotta start calling you by your. Can we?
Oh, can we rename? Yeah.
Let's see.
What? Sorry.
Can we alter the names under people to their character names, or is it too late to do that?
Yeah, totally.
We got Rosalie, Mel, and Vic.
One second.
So how is Vic dressed and how is he armed?
So Vic is wearing his used to be black, but are actually kind of like a little like they're like not quite black because they've been to the wash too many times. Tuxedo pants, and he is wearing his pretty dirty and sweat stained T-shirt because he took off his professional button-up shirt, and he's wearing street shoes. He's got a light jacket that is available that has his pocket knife, wallet, cigarettes in it, and marijuana. And he is armed with a guitar. He is armed potentially with a small keyboard. He is potentially armed with a concert flute.
Great. Those all seem reasonable.
Yeah. And about 50 feet of electrical cord, like what is it called?
That also seems
Yeah,
appropriate. You've
cord.
probably been rigging up the sound in
Yeah.
here because it needs to be nice.
Audio cable. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Last question. Maeva is not with you at this celebration. Where is she and why?
Maybe she was invited to like a fancier banquet. Like she did well in the show, and then some like high class actors and actresses were like, "Hey, why don't you come hang out with our party and not with these other people?" And then they're gonna like try to like recruit her from us or something like that.
Yeah. She's so much cooler than us.
Mhm.
She got invited to the up and comers banquet. Where is that? At a
Broadway?
hotel?
Like a
Ooh.
hotel on Broadway,
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah.
if there is one.
I'm sure there is. Hotels on Broadway in New York.
Great. So I think with that we can begin, unless there's any questions remaining.
Amazing.
Let's do it.
There's a Marriott on Broadway.
Great.
The Marriott on Broadway.
Well, there she is. That's where she's at.
Okay, so you came, to this warehouse. You've been celebrating now for a few hours. It took a while to get everything set up, everybody straggled in over a long period of time because actors, and getting food, getting drinks. It's now like hitting the time where celebration is really reaching its crescendoing at this point into its peak. It's probably like 11 p.m. And earlier tonight, you felt, each of you individually while you were going about whatever you were doing, whether you were helping set up sound or, talking to people about how bad their performance was today or whatever it is you were doing, you felt like a chill kind of course through your body. One of those chills that like fully shakes your entire body. But then it was gone, and you're in this warehouse and nobody really seemed to like bring it up. And you kept getting ready for this party. Pick up your drink, go back to whatever it is you were doing. Now it's later, and let's hop into what you are up to at this party. What is each of you doing?
I think Rosalie would, for way too long into the party, be going around and giving people notes. Like, I really liked that you made some choices today on that stage, but I'm a little concerned. I couldn't hear the third line in the second paragraph. You really need to like work on your bravado at that point, and just like at a certain point, like not getting the point that everybody's like, show's over, it's a party,
Yep. What's Mel doing?
He is. Are there like tables? Do we have like tables? Are there just like boxes that people are like around? Or
There's boxes. There's card tables. You set up an area to be at this
okay,
point.
yeah.
Somewhere.
All right, I just like at one of the tables trying to get as many people's eyes and attention on him for as long as possible. Just like trying to hog all the attention.
What are you doing? Are you trying to tell stories or?
I think just like flattering the actors and actresses. Like
an inflow outflow effect where like, going around and quietly talking to people, and then like to feel better, they're going over to Mel, who is like complimenting them on their performance.
Yeah, and then also like going to the special effects people and telling them everything else that they should have done to add more flair to the show.
Vic, what are you up to?
Well, so pretty stoned at this point, and I am in an intense conversation with Bottom, and I don't know what the guy's name is, but that's his role, and we are discussing, like, I don't even know which side I'm on because I keep flipping back and forth, but I'm pretty sure that, like, Shakespeare, like, anticipated, like, a couple schools of socialist thought, like, way before. But, like, no, he totally didn't. Like, no, he was absolutely reactionary. And I'm not even sure if he's actually arguing against me or not. It doesn't matter, because, like, we are having a really intense present moment together.
So, only a portion of this warehouse is lit at the moment with the lights that you have set up. The old lights in this installation are long since burned out or been scavenged. And there is the rather like heavy audible sound of breaking glass at the other end of the warehouse in the darkened area.
That's just what I'm talking about, man.
Now, Mel would like to stand up on one of the tables and take a glass and like tink on it with his cane to try to get everyone's attention. Like, no,
okay.
This is more the party that I like to see, and then I would like to take my glass and chuck it in the direction where I heard the sound.
It flies into the darkness and then shatters. Everybody's like, I mean, the party is still going. There's still music, but like people did hear it, and some people are chattering, like, "What is that?" Oh no! And actually,
Are we throwing glasses now?
Is there no one else that's like joining it?
I would run over and I'd be like, "What the hell, Mel? Somebody's got to pay for this damage, and it's not going to be me." And I run over to the window because I'm concerned about the bill for the troop after this.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Someone broke a glass. Hold my thought for me. I will be right back because probably no one else is going to clean this up except for me. So I'm going to go see where the glass is.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
Rosalie
runs over like immediately.
Yeah.
And Rosalie, why don't you roll the dice to see what's going on over there before you get there?
Oh my God, where's the dice thing? There it is. Yes. Okay. So I would roll. So I add.
You pick up one die first.
Just one.
You always get one. And then do either of your professions apply?
I actually don't think. Probably not. Actually, is this the persuasive, creative, vicious, or is this the making it work and the clawing?
This is your main profession or your side profession?
Oh, I mean, I am getting in like producer mode where I'm like, I need to deal with this situation.
I think I'll give you a partial for your producer.
Okay. So one more.
Yeah, one more. And then qualities. What are your 3 qualities?
Persuasive, creative, and vicious.
Probably not. So I think you got 2 dice.
Okay.
It's going to be a target 1 for this check. Very first check, easiest target. Roll them.
I rolled 2 spirals.
Did you roll any stars?
No, just 2 snake eyes.
Okay.
Good first roll.
So what that means is that whatever you were rushing towards, you did not detect before you got there.
Uh-oh.
And then also something else happens. So you like run over and you're running towards the window. And you run up to the window. Like you're like fully running in darkness at this point. You basically like you've left the lights behind. You have to go around a pillar, and you see
Rosalie, there's like glass over there.
Yeah, Vic is like
I'll call out ineffectively
forward as you run into the darkness, and you get to the window, and the window has a very big hole in it that you're pretty sure was not there before. Give me like how would you react to that?
I think if I heard Vic, I'd be like, Vic, get over here, you stoned asshole.
Huh?
There's something going on.
You turn around to say, Vic, get over here, you stoned asshole. And there is a thing in the darkness. I think in terms of size, it's like the size of a bear. And you've never been this, it's maybe even bigger than a bear, but you've never been this close to something the size of a bear. And it is kind of like face to face with you in the darkness. You must have run past it and turned around, and it is between you and Vic. So you basically like to talk to Vic, and this thing is right there. Except it's not a bear. It's like, it doesn't have fur. It's got scales. And it's bulky like a bear. It's tough to place it because you're pretty sure there isn't an animal that matches this description. Stella, could you share image A, please?
Oh,
so are we? Is Mel able to see this?
I think you probably couldn't see it, but you did hear Stella or Rosalie yell.
Okay, so hearing any sort of form of excitement, I would like to walk over toward it.
All right. So Vic, I think you're gonna get there. Like you come up behind and you see the back of something where Rosalie is calling from.
I would definitely scream if that helps too.
Would I have enough time to grab like a push broom or something?
What?
If I heard the glass shatter, I would have gone for like a push broom. I'm not sure if
I
I would have found
will
one.
allow you to have a push broom.
Like, all right, cool, with like bristles and everything.
Mel, are you trying to get ahead of the crowd, or are you like, going?
Are people like rushing over there?
A few people are, bravely kind of walking over towards where Rosalie is right after the scream. They sort of turn and they're like, okay, gotta deal with this. But, the crowd is not running over there.
No, I'm not in any rush per se. I'm just kind of like, I'm just like strolling over, trying to get wherever the attention is, so I can try to get it instead.
So then I believe we are in an action sequence.
Oh shit! Here we go.
We're already into an action sequence.
Oh crap! Okay.
Vic is approaching with the broom, seeing the back end of this thing.
Rosalie, a cup full of vodka or something.
You what? And you got a cup full of vodka?
Of course, I've got a cup full of vodka.
I know you're going to try to use that vodka, but I will allow you to have a cup full of vodka.
Can I, since we're having drinks, can I be like walking, spinning my cane in one hand with like a glass of like red wine in the other?
You absolutely can. Yes.
Awesome. Cool.
Sweet.
So that's the current situation, Mel. You're sort of breaking free of the pack now, trying to be at the front of the pack of people because, of course, that's important.
Yes,
Vic
absolutely.
is like the thing. Rosalie, you are cornered by the thing. Rosalie, you are going to be focal for this turn, which means you get to decide what you are doing, and if others are doing stuff that could reasonably help, they might add dice. So what are you doing, Rosalie?
Okay, I would have, just because everyone said what they're drinking, I'm a snob, but like a hipster snob. So I would have been drinking a White Claw, and I would have like, I don't know if that's a hipster where you guys are, it's hipster here. I would have tossed the can at the thing and then tried to fish out my brass knuckles.
Okay.
I don't know if that counts as 2 moves or.
No. That's
Okay.
that's one smooth move.
Yeah.
Good with that. Vic, is what you're doing helping? What are you moving to do while she's doing this? You're seeing the back end of a large scaled creature.
I'm like, hey, that's not supposed to be here. Get out of here, thing. And like, I see her chuck her drink at it. I'm like, yeah, and I chuck my vodka at the back of its head to try to distract it.
We've got a drink chucking endeavor going on.
You know, it's in your head.
Are you going to invoke an element to add a die to her roll?
Let's see. I don't believe I have a good element to add to this.
Okay.
Because I don't think throwing a cup of vodka is particularly creative.
No.
Okay.
Then
Yeah.
I think it's all on Rosalie.
Good luck.
All right.
Ooh.
So you get 1 die to start.
Got it?
What are you? You're vicious, so that's good.
Yeah. Oh, so 1 for that. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Persuasive and creative, I don't think. Brass knuckles, do I get a point, a dice for the weapon? Because I would like try and get some sort of height and like, does this thing have a head, like a visible head?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
you're looking at its head.
Okay.
Base. So what you do is you invoke your profession, and then you can invoke a specialization under that. You've got roller derby, which I feel like applies. So you're up to 3 dice.
Nice.
Scratching, I don't think so. I do want to note at this point, I should probably backtrack a little bit. You all get 2 luck.
Oh, yeah.
And that was on the player sheet, but you should probably fill those in case you ever want to add dice to a roll.
Yeah. And I actually do have something I can do within my skill set.
What are you going to do?
I've got the broom. I will rhythmically tap out some kind of enticing, kind of jazzy polyrhythm on the ground to try to draw this thing's attention.
I think you can do that on your turn. You already threw that cup of vodka.
Fine.
So that's 3 dice. You could spend luck to add more. It's going to be a target 3 to hit this thing. With the consequences being...
Okay, I have 3.
Yep.
So I just roll 3 now and see?
If you don't want to add any dice using luck, yes.
No, I think it's too early, honestly.
Okay.
I think that's wild. Okay. Roland, submit. What? Is that possible? Is this glitching out? Because I rolled 3 spirals.
Okay. Did you roll any stars?
No, I just rolled 3 spirals.
Wait. Actually, to get on this table, did you select all the dice and then click to roll them?
I just hit like 1, 2, 3 and then hit submit. Maybe I did the dice rolling.
You gotta drag over all of them to select them and then click to roll them. Otherwise, they appear with 1 spiral facing up.
Oh, dang. Okay, hold on.
This is going to be a very short game.
Definitely did that wrong. Okay. Oh, I see. Hold on. Oh, I see now. Okay. So 3 of these. My old ones are still. How do I get them off? Sorry.
You can roll 3 at a time that are like on the table. You can like drag them around and make a little group with them.
And then I click them to select dice by clicking them. Roll by double clicking. Got it. Oh, there we go. Okay. So this time I got 3 total stars, 1 spiral, and 1. What's the Y thing called?
1 spare.
And 1 spare.
Great. So You hit it. It actually it rears back to bite you. And I think you threw your can, and so it opens its mouth, and you get the can into its mouth.
Nice.
And it gags on it for a second and spits it out. You are still standing in front of it with, now you've pulled out your brass knuckles and you're ready to go.
Yeah.
Who wants to be focal next turn?
Center of attention, please.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Mel's not gonna put that one up.
What are you gonna do?
All right, so I'm walking up to this thing, and I would like to say, my friend, you really must tell me who your designer is. This costume is just exquisite. Rosalie, where was this in the show tonight? This would have been wonderful.
Can I yell? I don't know. Can I just be like, this is not in the goddamn show. Hit it.
What?
Mel, roll. You're gonna roll against a target. I mean, are you trying to distract it this way?
Yeah, I would like. I'm talking to it. See, I'd like to get its attention.
Or are you just generally walking towards it and talking?
I mean, because I said I was talking to it. I want to know. I want to know who made this incredible, realistic costume of this fantastical beast in front of me.
I'll
try to get its attention.
I'll give it a target 4.
Oh my god.
Maybe a prod with the cane as well, if that helps.
If you're running up to prod it with the cane, then that is a target 3 to get its attention.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay.
So I don't know if anything will help with this. I'm not shoving. One of my qualities is imposing. I don't know if that'll help.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool. Because I have I have charming, tough, and imposing.
Okay.
And I don't know if my persuasion will help here either.
I think that's.
I'm just trying to get its attention. I'm not trying to get it to do anything.
Yeah, but I feel like you get a partial from MC.
Okay.
Persuasion is reasonably applicable.
Okay.
So that's what, 4 dice?
All right, 4 dice. Okay, we have 3 hits, 2 spirals, and 3 spares.
Okay, so that is that's 3 hits?
Yeah, 3 hits, and then if you cancel the spirals and spares, there's 1 spare left over.
All right. How do you want to spend your spare? The thing is going to turn and look at you. What else good do you want to happen?
Let's see. I would like for this, whatever it is, to be completely focused on nothing but me. And that's it.
Love it.
Okay. That is a reasonable request. And I will say it has not, attempted to eat you yet, but it is focused.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
So it's going to turn around.
Great.
It looks at you. Vic, it just sort of turns, you've been poking it with the broom during this time. And it turns so that you're to its side.
Yeah.
Mostly you're now basically behind it. And it is entranced by Mel, looking at Mel as Mel has poked it and is getting its attention. What are you gonna do, Vic?
All right, so it is. Mel has done his thing and dragged its attention over. I'm going to whip out my 50-foot spool of audio cable, and I'm going to, since it's just paying attention to him, I'm going to run around all 4 of its legs and try to AT Walker this thing.
Okay.
Creative.
Sure. Yeah.
Great.
That's a target 4.
Okay, take it.
I do want to note, just you guys are fighting fairly, you're engaging with a fairly dangerous large creature.
Yeah.
You have injured it, and it has not successfully injured any of you, so that's good. Just noting.
I'm not sure if it's actually a creature or not,
okay.
or a guy in a costume, because I have received conflicting information at this point. It is not uncommon for Rosalie to just clock something. I don't think. This is probably not the first time that she's led with that, right?
That's fair. There is a large something. It's probably some sort of prop creature.
Yeah. So we're gonna go with that.
Target 4.
Target 4. All right. Multi-instrumentalist. Is that 1 die or 2?
I will give you 1 die for that.
Heck yes. All right. Creative.
Yes.
All right. And I've also got unflappable.
You can only do 1 quality per roll.
Oh, that's right. Okay. I'll throw a luck into that too then.
Okay. 4 against the target 4.
All right. Let's do it. So close. I get so far away.
Oh, look at the real dice. So cool. I can't see what it is, but it's exciting.
That's 3 hits and everything cancels. So afraid the stoner's attempt to Star Wars this thing is gonna fall a little flat.
So I think what happens is it advances towards Mel, kind of slowly and like saunteringly, and you are like getting out the cord and you're gonna trip this thing. Rosalie is, I think at this point, looking for an angle to punch it. And its tail just sweeps a little bit to the side. And it is like,
start again.
It is sharp and muscly, and it fully takes you out.
Ouch.
Like you lose your feet and hit the ground. Please take a minor injury, banged up.
Oh man, banged up.
But I would assume that at this point you realize that this thing is not moving really like a prop so much.
No, that's a really good prop. Probably a weird thing. Okay.
We're at the top of the round. Who's focal now? Who wants to go at this thing? It's focusing on Mel.
I mean, I guess I can. Because I think at this point I would be able to tell, like, seeing that happen to Vic.
Yeah. And also you're now staring it in the face, and it's looking pretty real.
Mm-hmm. I usually don't condone the uses of live animals in shows, especially not wild ones like this. Vic, did you bring this in here? Was this you?
I don't think so.
And I would like to bring my cane down onto its head.
Okay, you're going to hit it in the head.
Yeah.
Target 3 to hurt it.
Okay. Bouncer? But does it have to be the specialization, or can I get one just for bouncer?
You can get one just for bouncer, and then you can get the specialization on top if you're using it.
Okay. Well, I'm not trying to shove, so not that.
So that's
okay. One of my qualities is tough. I don't know if that would apply here.
Go for it.
That's all right, 3 dice. All right, I think that's all I can get out of this.
All right.
3 dice it is. All right, so I'll set that one to the side. All right. 2 hits.
Nothing else?
And I have and then when they cancel out, there's a spare left over.
All right.
2 hits, 2 spares, and a spiral is what I got.
So, first, 1 second.
Uh-oh. Okay, so now we can strategize.
Okay, I'm fully going to jump on its back and try and claw out its eyes because Derby.
Brilliant.
Amazing.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's just as a heads up, especially because it's looking the other way and it's like distracted. I'm just going to be like, rah!
Not going to see it coming.
Nothing? What?
So what are you spending your spare on? Because what's going to happen is it just like, it has now been sauntering towards you, Mel. It has its focus on you. And, you know, like you guys have now been doing antics with it. And it just hits you. And you get cut on your arm. Please take deep arm cut as a
Okay.
moderate injury.
Oh no.
And it also just like knocks you to the side with a.
Very important question.
Yes.
Did I spill my wine?
Yes, absolutely. Your wine drops, it shatters. There's red wine all over.
That's the real injury there.
I mean,
What do you want to use your spare for?
Let's see. So you said you didn't say that I fell, right? You just said I got like pushed to the side.
That's right.
Okay. Trying to think because I'm still like learning about like different things that I can use. I don't know. One of these is another threat emerges, distracting the original threat. What kind of stuff could that be? Or do I just tell you and then you decide?
Yeah. Yes. Oh no. I mean, you could pick something. If you want to pick something tropey, if you know what situation we're getting into. Alternately, we could ask people in the chat if there's anything that they want to happen that could benefit you.
Okay. Well, if there's anyone that has any ideas in the chat, I know
There is a
out there.
spare, a good twist after getting slashed in the arm. Anybody have any ideas?
I'll say, how about I have an idea. How about this? How about sort of after I get slashed, you can see because there are windows in this warehouse, right? Whether they're like broken or whatever. So let's say that you can see like the flashing of blue lights as like a police cruiser rolls up. Is that is that good?
Yeah.
All right.
So this thing, like, it paws you to the side, and then it wheels around. Vic, it's kind of like it turns so one of its clawed legs just like stomps down right next to you as you are on the ground, and it's like looking out the window at the blue flashing lights and the sounds. It seems to be distracted for a second.
Sweet. I'm shoving my broom right up its backside.
I think you're next to it.
Oh, okay. Well, just knock with my. Okay.
I also want to note that, it's harder to do stuff that is less feasible to do.
I know.
So the targets are higher. Okay, great.
Yeah, risk reward, yo. But I'll defer and see how things proceed.
if it turns, am I still at its back? Because I was before, and I was going to take that advantage to jump on its back and try and like claw its eyes.
Okay.
Because dirty.
You're at its side. You can still get to its back.
Okay, yeah. Kind of jump on its side, like piggyback sort of styles, piggy side styles. I don't know, and just claw at its eyes with my nails.
So which one of you is focal this turn? Which one of you is front and center?
Rosalie?
Yeah, sure.
Rosalie? All right.
Does
And Vic,
that
are you helping by prodding this thing, or are you getting into position?
I will help by prodding.
Okay, great. You guys are trying to regain this dangerous creature's attention.
Yes, it's been distracted, and now I want it to focus on like getting poked. So like it looks over at me and like presents its neck. Rosalie jumps on and just
Rosalie, I'm gonna give this a target 3 because it is distracted, and you're kind of like trying to get on its back. Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like a lot of this is up my alley. So make it work. Clawing.
You get, so I would do you always pick up a die. You get
Yeah.
roller derby is
Yeah.
another one.
Yeah.
Clawing
Yeah.
is another one. And then vicious is another one.
Oh yeah. Okay, there we go.
So that's
So you
4.
got 4 total. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh shit. Okay. I got 2 hits, 3 spare. No, 2 hits, 3 spirals, 2 spares. I am dead.
So you climb up on its back, climb all the way to the top. Oh yeah, people are in the chat now. Anybody got an idea for a spiral on this? You climb up on its back.
Be nice,
go to
chat.
stretch its eyes, and you do like you make contact with sort of its like orbital ridges.
Mm.
You're ready to dig your nails in, and then just sort of like shimmies forward, and you flip over
Oh no.
onto your back, right next to Vic. Although Vic is getting up to move like away from this thing, and it, yeah. I think that's good enough.
Oh.
Take a minor injury of wind knocked out.
Okay.
Thump.
Ow. That didn't work at all. I thought that was gonna be cool.
We should probably get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
You hear the sound of breaking glass.
Oh god.
Off behind you on like, you're on like the north end of the warehouse in one corner, and it's the other corner in that end.
Oh, right. I was cleaning up the glass.
What do you do? I believe Vic is focal.
Guys, we should get out of here.
You run?
Yes, but calmly. And I want to make sure that Rosalie and Mel are also getting away too. So like I pull up Rosalie and make sure that Mel is like, come on, like disengage now time. Yeah, let's try to beat a retreat here.
Okay. I think, so this is going to be a target 2 to pull Rosalie out from under this thing.
Yeah.
Would it be possible
Rosalie, you can help if you have anything left over, like any specializations that you have not. So you can invoke one of your things that you haven't just used, if you are trying to help him help you get out.
I mean, I've used vicious, I've used clawing, I've used derby. Can I use make it work on this by like maybe like if there's a random piece of like a box or something, and I just sort of like push it as I get up to give myself a little like momentum and shove something away. Nice.
Thank you, Hat.
Yeah,
right.
That was delivery. Yes, you absolutely can use that. So throw in a die to Vic's pool. Vic, you are going to attempt to extract Rosalie without injury.
Yes.
Yeah, what are you rolling?
All right, well, I'm going to always pick up 1.
Yep.
And
it's only target 2.
Honestly, I don't think any of my stuff applies.
You have 2 dice then with Rosalie's die.
Okay. Qualities, durable.
Nah.
That's fine. I'll take 2.
What are you doing to extract her?
That's a good point. What am I doing? I'm actually going to try to I'm going to continue to poke at this thing and like kind of try to shoo it back with with my improvised polearm here so that people can get away. And I will take the hits if necessary.
Okay.
Yeah.
That could be, creative is reasonable.
This may also be my worst impulse. I don't know when to stop. I should be running.
I don't know.
We haven't really been at this that long. So.
And also, but you do know when to stop because
I tell people to run.
Yeah.
Could have used that before. I don't have time to meditate on this character yet.
Let his ethos percolate.
Yeah.
All right. So was that 3?
I guess 3. Yeah.
3.
I'll take some hits to let people so that others may live.
My hero.
Oh yes. Sort of. Oh yes. I'll do this thing again. See if I can see it.
Ish.
There
you go.
Bunch of spiral.
Got 2 hits. I got 2 hits.
Well, that's great.
It's wonderful. That's all that needs to happen. We're good.
Yeah. So what happens is that you go to pull Rosalie out, and you successfully do pull Rosalie out. And then give me a name.
A name?
Yeah, give me a name.
Flint.
Flint. Good old Flint.
Flint.
Flint is one of the members of the two couples in Midsummer Night's Dream. That's who he was playing.
He was playing Lysander? No, he was playing Helena.
And Flint had, during this time, acquired a prop sword.
Oh, God.
And you pull Rosalie out.
Oh, no.
Clear. And it sort of, you like brush this thing and it looks over. And Flint has been running in from the side.
Flint, no.
No!
And goes to like stab it. And actually, it's terrible form. Your fight choreographer is not very good for this play. And the thing just turns its head and fully catches his body with its jaws. And you hear a crunch, and Flint is screaming.
Oh,
Flint, no!
As you are dragging people back.
That guy. Oh, no. Everybody should probably get out. I
now
know.
it is screaming. You know, you're
good.
maybe like 20 seconds of interacting with this thing, and everybody else has now noticed what is going on. The flashing blue light is illuminating the creature a little bit more, and everybody else is streaming out away from this creature. You also notice in the flashing blue light that there's clearly another thing in there in the back corner. But it may be moving to share Flint as you guys are getting out.
We'll never forget Flint's sacrifice.
Hell no!
So what does it take to get out of this warehouse from where we are?
So essentially you're going to go the other direction back towards the light and then out like the entrance that was closer to where you are.
Okay.
If that's what you're all trying to do.
So we have to run towards the rest of the cast so we can usher everybody out?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, because that definitely do that. Yeah. Heck yeah. Like as much as I'm kind of an asshole, I would totally try and save my cast. Like I do care about these people.
What are you saying?
I would run towards them and just be like, this is not a joke. Everybody get out. And then I think about it for a second and be like, fire, everybody run.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, fire.
Just because, like, what are you going to say? Cthulhu monster. Like, right? Like, I would just to, like, convince everybody to go.
Yeah, they all, everybody starts running out towards the street. Some people are like picking up their valuables or electronics, instruments, props, various other things that they don't want to lose in this warehouse. And you get out onto the street.
Can I take out like a handkerchief and like try to do something about my arm with it?
Would you like to? Yeah, you can bandage your arm.
Okay.
It does not reduce the injury at the moment.
That's fine. Okay. Just trying to get less blood on my coat.
Yeah.
I mean, it is red already, but it's just bad taste.
So now everybody's out on the street. Some people have vehicles. What are your plans now that you're out here? What are you going to go do?
Is this a world where we can call 911? Because, like, or
I was going to ask, what's the situation with the police cruiser that rolled up?
Yeah.
So it sounds like the policemen have exited the cruiser and are like attempting to enter the building over there.
Oh, I try and stop them from entering. I run towards them.
Oh, you're gonna run towards them?
Yeah, because I don't like if they're just like two cops in a cruiser, like they're gonna die.
Yeah.
With this big beastie. So I'd run towards them to try and like warn them like not to go in yet without backup.
Was this a sanctioned and authorized party?
It definitely
totally
wasn't.
Was.
Nope, shut up. This was not. Nope, it wasn't. But you do not want to go in there. There's some. I'm not joking. I'm not. We're not even from here. We're from upstate. Don't worry about that right now. It doesn't matter. There are giant, like beast things in there, and don't go in there. I swear. I'm a producer. No thing. That was stupid. I don't. Don't go in there. Don't go in there without backup. I swear.
While she's talking to them, can I walk to their car, like the police car,
Yes.
and then climb on top of it, like stand on top of the police car?
Okay, that's great. Rosalie, please roll to convince them of stuff.
Okay, so
This should be what you're.
this should be good. So I've got persuasive. I've got making it work.
And you roll your profession too.
And okay, so all three. So that's good. And like, I don't get to add my principal, right?
You can. What is your principal?
Like it is like excellence, but like I feel like that could be like taking charge and being like, I got this. Listen to me. I'm important. It's a stretch. It's a stretch.
Sure. Yeah. No. Let's do it. Was that 5 dice?
I counted 4. Do I get 5?
How's that count?
Persuasive, profession, making it work, excellence.
If it's your main profession, it can be 2 dice.
Oh, F yeah. Okay. I got 5.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It's a target 2 to convince them that like they shouldn't go in without backup.
I got 5 stars, only 2 spirals.
Nice.
No, I got 6 stars, only 2 spirals, and then 2 spares. Yeah.
Yeah. What did you want to convince them to do? To get out of here or to not?
Wait? Like I kind of like in a perfect world, just wait there with their, I guess, like nobody has guns in this world because guns suck, with their cop weapons and wait for backup. Like, and basically convince them, don't go in, wait here, make sure nobody else goes in, and call for backup.
Okay. You're going to need to clear out of here, though. We will wait. We will take your advice, but this was not a sanctioned party. You're going to need to take your group, and you're going to need to get going.
Yes, officer, don't worry. We will definitely clear out. I'll make sure everyone's okay.
Yeah.
I tell them I definitely won't clear out, but we can get to that. But I'll clear them out of the view of the cops, and I will tell the cast, except for maybe a few of the stronger people.
Hey, what's your friend doing? And
So I may be working against Rosalie here, but I would like to.
I don't know what he's doing.
Not having a glass that I can ring anymore. I would just like to sort of raise both my hands and be like, "Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention, please?" And just like try to, get all of the people that came outside to me.
Seriously, everybody, calm down.
Yeah. You can start gathering the attention of people, except one of the cops, both of the cops, like, you're going to have to get down from there. Come on down. Come on down. Don't make us take you in. You have to get out of here. I'm going to give you like 10 seconds.
My good friend, you can see I've been, and I show him my arm. There's some nasty beasts in there. That beastie. I'm have to have a talk about to Rosalie about this. We really need to have some professional tamers around here.
You do need some medical attention. Here, I'll get you some bandages. And
yeah. Would you happen to have a drink too?
Is in the trunk, and
I lost my drink. Could I get another drink? Anyone?
Everybody else, go get back. You, ma'am, please get out of here.
We didn't cover this during creation, but if we're from upstate, do we have a shitty van? Like a big shitty van?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Yeah. I'm going to go to the big shitty van and get another drink to calm my nerves.
Great.
And make sure, kind of like do a head count of the cast to make sure like people aren't like running away crazy. And also, I'm going to cast my eyes around to see like, because it's like crazy shit. Like, where did this thing come from? Is what I'm wondering.
I'm still by the cops, right?
Yeah. So the cops are like, one of the cops is like sitting you down and going to administer first aid to your arm.
Okay. Oh, and as he's doing that, I'm gonna tell him about our friend who was very unfortunately defeated by the beast.
I'm sorry, what?
Flint.
Oh, it was quite the scene. You should have seen it. Like straight out of a movie. It's very unfortunate. I'm sure that we'll have to have a very somber.
He calls it in. I don't know what the code number is. Like, yeah, we have a potential casualty on the scene. We're gonna need more people in here. And at that moment, all of you get a text.
Okay.
It is from Neva, and it says, some horrible things showed up at the party, hiding in a hotel room. Please come get me.
We gotta get to the Marriott.
Yeah.
Could you hurry up?
To the Marriott.
Sir?
And Vic, as you were like casting, as you're kind of like looking around and listening, you do like catch, you know, on the wind, like the faintest sounds of commotion, of screams, of like you're pretty sure you hear a car crash. You know, you're sort of far out in like abandoned warehouse land, but there are things are happening out there in the darkness, and it is right after that text that something very large and winged like flies over all of you.
Oh shit.
It is reptilian. It keeps going. And then like a spray of lightning comes out from its mouth and it flies off into the distance, and all of the power in the city goes out.
Dang.
Shit.
We gotta go. How far is the Marriott from here? Can we drive the Scooby van there?
Are they done with my arm? Can I join Rosalie and Vic
yeah.
now? I don't want to get left behind.
They're like, hold up a second. Gets the little scissors out and he's like cutting the thing and like putting the. Well, yeah, okay, you can go.
I get the
Thank you.
Scooby van lit up.
And I give like a bow and a tip of my fedora as I turn, and like a flap from like the tails of my coat.
No.
That's right. You're wearing the red coat.
Yeah. It's fine. They won't notice the blood. It's probably okay.
Okay.
I'll get some past work.
How? Yeah.
So we're like in some shitty warehouse in Brooklyn.
Yes. I mean, at this point, are there really like shitty warehouses in Brooklyn anymore?
No, we're in Queens.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm in Toronto.
Queens.
I don't
Great. Okay.
You're well far away from the Marriott on Broadway.
Oh shit! Like
Yeah.
What we need to do is steal this cop car.
You
Like
have
a-
the van,
Scooby
Vic,
van will do.
Yeah, it's
And
gonna be a lot
that's
easier
a-
to get through town in a cop car.
for the purposes of allowing this all to come together. Everybody else is like piling into their crappy cars that they have, you know, brought from upstate and attempting to peel out. It is basically just Vic like sitting and drinking with the door open to the van when you manage to make your way back, because everybody else just sort of pieced out because the cops were there.
Can I get one of those?
There's one
Can't get back.
taxi that is just sitting there outside, and it looks like it still has its engine running, but its driver isn't there.
Oh,
What did you say it was?
the taxi.
Oh, okay.
A taxi. Wow, it's like 1998. Amazing.
Right?
I think we take the van only because it's full of like props and things, and that'll be great for later. For like, I pull out of the van an ass's head, because that's literally in Midsummer. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
definitely
The van of
would.
many things.
I jump behind the driver's seat because I also think I'm the most sober here, and I'm
Okay.
like, get in. And if I don't think either of you should drive, but you can make your own choices.
Okay. I jump in.
Yeah,
I would have preferred to drive, but I'll let you.
I mean, just saying.
I'll take shotgun.
Yeah.
I'm a qualified driver.
But there's
Not at this moment.
but also highly intoxicated.
Yeah.
driving.
I mean, I pop open a beer when I'm in the back, so.
Great, that's fine. This is funny because Stella does not have a driver's license. Woo! Let's
All right.
Rosalie does though, so it's fine.
Mel, can you downgrade your injury to a minor injury?
Oh,
after
yes.
getting medical attention from a qualified professional.
Got it.
Okay, so your goal is to drive through town, get to the Marriott on Broadway, and find your friend. Is that right?
I can't right now see any other choice. Like,
No, we
we're
have
just
to do
normal
this.
people. We can't like fly or do anything.
We're
And, like,
exceptional individuals.
Yep.
Like, no one could keep this trip together like you can. And Mel, no one could sell refrigerators to Eskimos like you can.
You know it.
And I am in the back of a van, so we've got this like the band of many things.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna reach back and be like, Vic, can you fill up my flask?
Yes, I can.
Cool.
And I'm for sure, like, I imagine if the power's out in New York City, like, shit's a bit crazy. I'm not too concerned about speeding or anything. So I'm just going to drive as fast and safe as I can.
Rosalie, make a right here. The drive is much more scenic that way.
What? I don't. That's how I drive.
What are you finding in the van that you might be able to use?
An equipment list. Excellent.
Oh, no. You get two things, Matt.
Okay. I get two things?
He makes equipment lists. He loves it.
Okay, I'm going to think about that.
Yeah.
We each get two things?
Yes.
Can I have a sewing kit?
Yes.
Okay. I would like to, as we're driving, try to patch up the rip on my coat.
Okay. I will allow you to spend your time doing that.
I pull out we have this really long length of vine, like a fake vine because it's midsummer. That like basically like Chris, it was like all on trellises and stuff. So I grabbed that roll of like, I don't know, 100 foot of fake vine.
Okay, great.
And
next to you.
Yeah. And two things each or two things total?
Two things each.
Oh, okay. So I grab that and then I grab we have what are they called? Truncheons? Where you like, you put the red to block off things, stanchions, not truncheons. Stanchions. Yeah. Like, and I get that ready to take with me, just like when I enter. So it's like really, if I need to smash glass or like whatever.
Yeah.
That is a serious bludgeoning weapon.
Yeah.
For sure. Okay. Yeah. What do you got, Vic?
Okay. Let's see. So in the car, we've got pry bar.
Great. Yep.
And fuck it, the ass head.
Yeah.
You got the ass's head.
Which is like built onto a helmet.
Yeah, it is.
Because that's how you build,
Yeah, you got to wear it. Yeah.
Okay, can I have my second equipment just be a flashlight?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, good one.
That's useful.
Mm-hmm.
A bigger one than the one on your phone, too.
Yes.
Yes. So as you're driving, you are at first sort of paralleling the main roads because it does look like there is some level of like people are getting in their cars and traffic is starting to become dense. Mm-hmm. You're hearing car crashes, you're hearing scraping metal. And you pass an intersection. Like you're sort of on the outskirts at this point. You pass an intersection and you look down and there is like, it's something that's shaped like a person, but very big that is just like hitting cars, just like pounding on cars. And then you just drive by the intersection, right? You catch a flash and then it's gone.
Okay.
So you keep going, and you reach the point where you're going to have to turn to head towards kind of the main roads where the cars are starting to get denser. And at that point, you actually, Rosalie, give me a seeing stuff check.
Oh.
In Dungeons and Dragons, they call this a perception check.
Do I get bonuses for that? I mean,
perceivy.
Persuasive, creative, vicious.
You are a partial for director, so that's.
Oh yeah, because I'm always like looking for stuff.
Yeah.
So only 2, I guess.
2, yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds good. It's against a target 1.
I got 2. 2 stars.
2 stars.
And 1 spare.
And 1 spare. Okay. Here's what you notice in front of you. This intersection has like the asphalt in it has been buckled in places, and there are cars that are sort of tilted. You see far ahead that there's one that's flipped over, but the asphalt is like it looks like buckled and cut up a little bit in places. What do you want to use your spare on?
I want to look around and if I can see any traces of like what direction this thing went.
Why are you assuming it's a thing? Yeah. So it looks like there's like sort of a pattern to these where it's something has been going back and forth across this area. And you get the sense that it is out in front of you, but you don't see it. It's either over there or over there, and you need to go that way.
Sorry, I like missed that. We have to go what way? So it's sort of
you have to go left, and it's in front of you. Either it's the left or the right. Like there's a long jag that indicates that that's probably the last place it was.
Okay. Is there anything we can go through or under at all with the van? Like, I don't know, like take a side street that's a little more hidden, go under a bridge, go through a car park. Is there anything like that?
Ooh, a car park. That's a good question. Or parking lots or whatnot. Yeah.
Anything that's kind of covered, like, you know, like those like bigger, like covered car, like under a building, you know, or like anywhere I can take the van that looks like it's covered by anything.
Yes. So if you stop and you back up, you can go into a parking garage that looks like it might have an exit farther ahead. Basically, it's like a big corner parking garage here.
Okay, then I would take that, even if we have to go back a little bit and around, just to have a little cover so that if this thing does pass, it's less likely to like target us or step on us if they don't see us move. I'm hoping. I have no idea.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And how's your driving?
I mean, I think Rosalie's driving would be great. I think she does stuff like this all the time. She's always taking like road trips and like bringing the troop places and going on auditions and whatevering. So I think her driving is great.
Okay. You're driving.
I've never driven a car in my life, gotta be honest.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
it's weird. It's a Toronto thing. A lot of people in Toronto don't drive. Anyways.
It's harder in the US in places.
Yeah.
We can approximate. We can get towards that like ideal. Yeah. Why don't you give me a check to avoid whatever it is you think is out there by driving around it?
Make it happen. Creative.
And you're creative. Yeah. So make it work is under director, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you
get 2 for that.
Take a partial for director.
Okay.
So that's 1 plus a partial for director, plus making it work, plus creative.
Okay, great. 4 total. Okay.
And this is against the target. I gotta say the target.
Oh.
Say target 2. I think it's actually a good idea. So,
I got 2.
all right.
But 1 spiral.
Okay.
And then like 5 spares.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Okay. So if it's 5 spares, then those cancel the 1 spiral. So
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you? Hey, chat. What is a really great thing that could happen to them right now as they are avoiding this thing?
With my excellent driving. Boy, maybe if you were sober, you should be driving, but you're not. Okay.
If it was a spiral, I really wanted to like scrape the roof or like slowly rip the roof off.
Sardine cannon.
Get a deer. No, a good
That's
thing.
not a good thing. That's not a good Why would there be a deer in like downtown New York City?
It's like in Manhattan. Hey. Like,
Yeah.
Crazy stuff is happening right now. You don't know if a deer might show up.
An evil deer. We want good things, please.
Yeah.
I like the head start.
Yeah, if there's such a thing as a head start, then if we can get ahead of it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. So you come out of the parking garage, so you've gone in, you've looped up and around and then down through the entire time, kind of in the dark, except for I'm assuming you have like dims on, so slowly going through this area. You come out on the street ahead of where that like messed up intersection was. Wyvern picks you up and drops you someplace.
Nice.
And as you come out and turn to the left, a cop car goes by on the other side of the intersection, and from the asphalt, a thing erupts. Please share image E.
Oh, dang!
So this thing just like pushes its way out of the asphalt and then sort of goes down under, and you can see the asphalt buckling actively and breaking up as it chases the cop car going the opposite direction. You pull out of the parking garage, you take a left, and you leave that thing
in the dust. Nice.
Awesome.
Should we do intermission now? Is this about the right time?
As we're speeding away?
What?
Sorry, as we're speeding away. Yeah.
As you're speeding away, it feels like now is an appropriate time. Oh, actually, you know what you should share with the audience before we do intermission now? I accidentally, first image B.
Okay.
This was the thing you saw in, fly over you. Uh-oh.
I'm coming.
Right.
Just need a switch. B.
Got a dragon disappearing between buildings. And then also another encounter that you skipped. Share image C.
Share image. E? A, B, C, D, E?
C.
Oh, C.
Yeah, don't share E yet. All right, now share image D. So keep that image in your mind.
D, you say?
Yeah, D.
Oh!
Huh. It's a good thing we had a van.
It's a good
thing we had a shitty van.
That fictional van. No, I was excited about this.
I love that you were like really wanting us to get in that taxi, and for some reason I had a bad feeling about that taxi. I was like,
still running. You were looking for a cop car. I was like, oh, it's perfect.
Yeah. I think we should keep our van. That's amazing. Can we give a shout out to the artist?
Yes. Let me.
Actually, absolutely.
Yeah.
These are amazing drawings.
They're so cool. Yeah.
Yeah, and he is actually going to be. So should our Kickstarter thing work, he is going to be doing the art for that whole project. Oh God, I actually need to find him on Twitter.
Well,
Because
we'll grab a break, and then you can put that in the chat over break and stuff. It's no like massive rush, but like, and then we can like have that there.
I got
How long do you want to take? 5, 10?
Yeah, let's take 5.
Okay.
And let me
Sounds
give that
good
shout
to
out to
me.
the artist. This is Jack Bontomi. He's a friend of mine. He does really cool art. Check out his Twitter. He's got an Instagram, et cetera, et cetera. Cool guy too.
Awesome.
All right. We'll see you in 5 minutes, everyone.
All right.
All right, everyone, we're back. I hope you all got hydrated and did whatever it is you need to do. We're jumping back into the story.
Hi, everyone. To recap where we are, your intrepid party of Shakespeare actors, like amateur, well, semi-professional actors, were at a festival. They went to an after party. They were. It was in a warehouse. They were attacked by two large creatures, reptilian, bear-sized. They ran away eventually after not succeeding in beating it up with random objects that they had on their person. And then they drove away, ended up driving through a parking garage to avoid what looked like a hairy situation with the road. And as they were pulling out the other side of the parking garage, they saw that there was a creature that could burrow under the road and chase things, and it was chasing a cop car in the opposite direction. So now we return to the group. You are driving in your van.
It's a good van. It's a very good van.
And very quickly, now that you've entered like real roads where there are traffic, you can kind of skirt around for a while, but eventually you reach a place where cars have smashed into each other or been abandoned. You know, the roads are kind of full of cars end to end.
We're going to go to some bridges.
I believe this would be pre-bridges.
Are we in Manhattan now? Like we're close-ish to where we're going?
I feel like you're across a bridge from Manhattan, and it's not important which bridge.
Yeah, we got a bit to go still.
Yes. It is, now dense to the point where cars are just blocking your way. I mean, there's gaps between the cars, but not van-sized gaps between the cars. You can still hear
They totally are
explosions sometimes in the distance. Occasionally there's yelling, but generally, like, you are in sort of a peaceful place for the moment, looking out forward across a bridge that is full of cars. Once again, the lights are dark, although there is like the occasional car whose headlights are on. So there's like little bits of illumination all in front of you across the bridge. What?
It's a shame they're not all on. That's what I would prefer.
Yeah.
We need motorcycles is what we need.
I like it. Stylish.
Do we see any
van.
motorcycles?
There are enough places here where you're going to have to climb over something that I think a motorcycle would also be infeasible.
Dang.
Just
I guess we're 2 feet in a heartbeat. You know what I mean?
Are we hoofing it?
I don't see any other option right now. Do you?
Can I find a way around people if I include like sidewalks, alleys, and anything else where I can get the van fit?
So there are cars on the sidewalks. Like we're talking about a bridge here. Would you like to attempt to roll for it? I'm going to put your target real high.
Really high, you say? Let's hope it across the bridge.
All right. You're going to abandon the van with the items that you have in tow.
That's okay. I'm not sure. It's actually I actually upped the registration on time. I'm sorry. I know I was supposed to get to that.
So at this point, how have I done with my patch job on my coat?
The important things.
Yeah.
It looks good. Like, you think it could definitely use the attention of your costumer. Where is your costumer? Probably.
Yeah, honestly, I'm kind of frustrated they're not around.
You did a serviceable job. You think in the low light, it's probably going to be fine. And
okay, good. That'll do. Not really, but.
So, as you are crossing, let's see, what's big enough to hold this? Oh yeah, okay. You're making your way between cars, and there's just like one place that you get to that has multiple headlights crossing it, and there is a duffel bag that is full of stuff. It looks like there are like 3 kind of dusty looking bottles of some liquid. They look really nice, and they're glass, as if like they were like made in like the countryside or something like that.
This is like in the middle of the bridge?
It's just like in the middle of the bridge in a duffel bag. There's 2 large candelabras. It does look like there are also like gold coins inside the duffel bag. And then next to it is 1 full rolled up rug.
How nice is the rug?
It looks to be of like nice make, from where you're standing.
I would like to walk up to this.
Yeah,
I am very interested.
So you're just like checking it out, assessing.
I'm not gonna touch anything. Maybe I'll go up and I'll try to like, because I want to look at the rug. I want to like try to unfurl the rug with my by pushing it with my cane.
Okay. Yeah, the rug unfurls a little bit, and it is really nice. It's got like a deep, rich red, really like fine. What is it? Embroidery on rugs. I actually am not a rug expert.
An embroidered rug is
not good. Is that a bad rug?
No, it's gonna get wrecked.
Okay, what?
It's got a beautiful pattern, a beautiful weave.
It has a beautiful weave. That is how I am trying to describe this one rug. In like really like finely dyed. Yeah, the like from where you're standing, it looks like those 2 big candelabras, and they're like this.
Oh, dang!
Like multi-foot high candelabras. It looks like they're made of gold. They have that real shine to them, not brass. And let's see. I think if you're approaching close enough, you also notice that like there's the glint of something kind of silvery inside that duffel bag, like among the coins.
Okay. I'll dig around with my cane and just try to like move stuff around so I can see what that is.
Oh yeah, it's definitely like an old-timey looking sword.
I'll take it.
There's like a sword that looks like it would be in a movie about knights. Like it's like a flat sword, like a long sword, not like a rapier like you were using for your play. Yeah.
It's classy. I like it.
Let's get in on this. What are those bottles?
The blade gleams. The bottles are like, they have an insignia stamped on them.
All right.
And like some like inlay on the glass, and liquid swishes inside. They have a cork.
Cool.
You want to uncork one?
How many are there? 3 of them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It smells like whiskey.
Oh,
like,
cool.
Good whiskey that's been aged for a long time.
Sip it.
Although I don't know if you would know that, given that you were drinking vodka from a solo cup.
Fleischmann's.
It's real smooth. It's like it is Bushmills smooth, maybe even smoother.
I would try and grab at least one, because my plan is to make like, is it a Molotov cocktail? Is that what it is when you do like an alcohol bottle and you set on fire?
Yeah.
Is that what that is? Yeah. So I would try and at least grab one, because I'm like, I got my like stanchion over my arm. I got my like little bag of Vine, and I try and grab one of those. So I have a little kit going on here.
You said the bottles are like old and dusty?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to pour out the contents of my flask onto the street and then pour the contents of the bottle into my flask.
Great.
Yeah. I sipped one of them. I sipped the one that I uncorked. Tastes really good.
Yeah, tastes really good.
Cool.
Okay.
I'll keep that.
And then I'm going to say, well, the night's still young, and then throw the bottle.
Well, I keep one of them.
Okay, great. Yeah, you shatter
These
one.
two.
Although the geometry of, I don't know what kind of flask you carry around, but the geometry of pouring like a 750 milliliter into a standard flask feels like there's going to be stuff left over in that bottle.
Yeah, probably.
All right.
I'll just fill it up to my flask, and whatever's left went when I threw the bottle.
Amazing.
Great. Good. Yeah.
There's a big
And how are you holding the sword that you have? The incredibly finely made sword.
I would have, because I normally carry my cane with my right hand, but since I'm right-handed, I'll put my cane in my left hand and then just sort of like holding it by the handle, like examining the blade.
Okay. So you're holding it. So you've got
maybe give it a couple practice swings, like just in the air.
Yeah. Actually, it's really easy to swing.
Okay.
It's really it moves really nicely. It seems to have it almost like moves on its own. In fact,
friends, check this out.
Swing this sword at something, you might take an extra die on.
Ooh.
It moves as if by magic.
Like it.
I also grab a couple candles. Do the candelabras have candles in them, or they're just the candelabras?
I will say they do not have candles in them, but there are candles in the bag.
I grab whatever, just like 3 or something, throw them in my bag.
And they've got like nice gold inlay, like they're like super like beautiful ornamental candles.
I'll just grab the sack now that all that shit's been taken out of it too. It's still got gold in it, right?
It's pretty heavy. I mean,
how heavy is it?
Something like that is like 75 pounds.
Okay, that's way too heavy to tote around.
If you get rid of the candelabras, you'd probably be fine.
Yeah, fuck those.
Can I take just one of the gold coins and examine it?
Yeah. It looks really nice. It looks like it's made of gold, like jewelry that is gold.
Any kind of like pattern on it or anything like that?
It's got the face of a woman in a crown, but you do not recognize that woman.
Okay. I'll take the gold coin and put it in my pocket.
All right.
Meanwhile, I'm like, okay, can we go?
Good call.
You are ready to get on the road.
Yeah. I'm not going to take my keyboard. I'm just going to have my guitar, my audio cable, and this duffel bag full of stuff that once we threw the candelabras out, and so it's basically just got some coins in it now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And I guess, if there were any leftover candles, but those might be not in there anymore.
And my bottle of whiskey.
Right.
Which is going to be necessary for, okay, cool. Let's.
You're hopping, sliding over cars, pushing your way between cars in the, semi-darkness.
I'll take the bottom jaw off the bottom head so that I can actually see out of it. So it's just like the top half of a donkey head built onto a helmet.
That's an effective piece of armor. I would say it's going to provide some protection. You slide between cars, skirting over cars. You now have like a bunch of gear with you, and you come down to the other side of the bridge. You are not in any way attacked on the bridge. You do see flying things off in the distance, but they're in the distance. They seem to be regular stuff.
You guys have any idea what's going on?
Maybe they're filming a movie.
That sounds right. It's like it just got out of hand.
I'm telling you, the beast tamer industry is sorely underfunded.
I just don't answer. I just keep running.
Okay.
I'm just like,
and actually, after Mel says the beast hammer industry is sorely underfunded, you're actually like coming down the other side of the bridge, and there is like a little, a little throwaway park, right? It's got like a kid's play set, and then like, it's like barely a park, but there's like a tiny little park, and you hear a woman's voice come from it, and she says, there was a convergence. And you look over, and there is this blonde woman. She's got pointy ears. She's got like face tattoos. She looks pretty thin, and she's wearing like what is kind of like a 70s peasant top, but it like flows down really far, like you know, exaggeratedly far, and it's made of some like material that moves with her, and she just kind of looks like she's just like doing her thing in the park, looking around.
Do I recognize her from the con? Was she like one of the other troops?
No, she does not look like she is with one of the other troops. She's not like too concerned with your presence, so you could just keep walking. She's just sort of like looking around at the sky.
I just stop for a second and look at her and say, what do you mean convergence? What does that mean?
Two worlds came together.
Which other world?
Your world and our world.
What's your world?
We call our world the realms.
Cool. I call my realm Utica.
Can you stop them from doing this? They're hurting people. They're killing people.
Perhaps.
How?
I will go towards the center of the convergence and figure out how to stop it.
What can we do in the meantime?
Whatever you want. You could come with me.
We've
Where's
got to
the
help our
center?
friend.
Can you help our friend?
I'm afraid if I'm going to stop this convergence, your path is leading a different direction than mine.
Hey, friend, and I'm gonna walk up and put my arm around her. My name's Mel.
Hi, Mel. I see you're injured. Let me help with that. And she like waves her hand, and you feel your wounds knitting underneath the gauze.
Oh. Okay. So is that gone then?
Yeah. Remove that injury.
Whoa.
You're all injured. And she sort of like waves a hand at you, and then you feel, Rosalie, you feel like, that the pain in your back and like chest just sort of dissipates. And Vic,
Thanks.
likewise, like you all feel surprisingly refreshed.
Oh my god. That's amazing.
It's quite the trick you have there.
Let me ask you this. Do these creatures, do they have a weakness? Is there a way that we can stop them? Is there anything they're afraid of?
Which creatures?
I don't know. The flying one, the big one that was destroying the concrete back there.
All of them.
Big with the jaws and the head.
The flying one is a dragon. They're very dangerous. Stay away from dragons.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
The other
nice.
there are many and various creatures in my world. Are there not in yours?
Yeah, there's like cows and cows.
Tell me, what do you make of that? And I'm just gonna like point to a car.
It is a strange contraption, and it makes me sad for some reason. And then she turns into a bird. She just like takes a step back, turns into a
Oh, okay.
flies off.
I didn't even get her name. I just wanted to know her name.
That was not useful.
Well,
But you look
Dang.
down the street, and you know what? There's some cars between you and it, but you have a like clear, at least an unoccupied path to the Marriott.
Run.
We see it like it's within like. Do we need to
You're-
steal another car? Because I really want to steal a car for some
Yeah.
reason.
You're going a few blocks to get there, but you see where Broadway is.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
are there lights? Oh wait, no, all the lights have been taken out.
The light's been taken out.
Oh man, this is so dull.
Does Broadway have emergency generators for its lights? I hope
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure.
lights never go out on Broadway.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
By my standards, absolutely.
Okay, so we, I guess, keep running.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Run.
Hop in, move in. So you get to the front entrance of the Marriott. Hop in between cars, etc. There's like a small car pull in. It's very, very New York downtown where like you can pull in, but you're gonna get like ushered along really quickly. It's like has space for like 3 cars.
Yeah.
But it's got the classic like 4 glass panel doors, and looking into them, it is dark.
Are our cell phones still working? Can I try and call Mava?
Your cell phone is still working, but it can't make a call.
We don't have signal.
Can I text?
You try to text. It gives you the sending dots for.
Does this hotel have Wi-Fi?
Try guest. I think the password's guest.
Yeah. Can we? So we see nothing. Oh, we have so many things. I light a candle.
I have a flashlight.
You have the badass flashlight.
You got the flashlight, yeah.
Although flashing that flashlight against the front of the doors is not going to illuminate the way forward.
Wait, just open the doors, even just enough to like put the flashlight in and see, just like not come barging in, but just like a crack to look in.
Yep.
I'm going to peek the door open, and I'm going to be shining the flashlight on my face, and with a big grin, like peek into the door, and then put the flashlight down and look in.
We're gonna die.
You're getting shot right in the face. Wait, so guns, we're good.
So what you see when you open the door is the room is dark, and there is another set of 4 glass panel doors about 20 feet from you.
The atrium.
Can I do the same thing at the next set of doors then?
Absolutely you can.
Boy.
Yeah, so you shine the light on your face. You open the door. You can't see very much because the light is shining on your face.
Yeah.
Shine it around the area within.
Yeah, I shine it on my face and then look around.
Okay, so what you see when you shine it inside is there's like a marble floor, and then 2 sweeping staircases, not spiral staircases, but they kind of sweep down. They're carpeted. You're in a room that has check-in desks on the far side. It's got a second level above it, and there's a way up. There are other pathways beyond that.
Hello?
Ooh, yeah.
Hello? We're not monsters.
You get a help from like beyond and forward somewhere.
Friends, I think she's this way.
Do we recognize that voice?
Yeah.
It sounds like somebody's voice.
So we didn't necessarily immediately recognize it.
Right. Yeah.
Do we know what floor Mava was on?
Oh,
I think she would have told us, right?
Yeah. So she was at the banquet.
Oh, right, on the main floor, the banquet room, the party room, or whatever.
Looking for a banquet hall, and there's a little, there's a beautiful like placard with the rooms listed on it, and that's at the other
cell phone light on it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I would head that way immediately.
Yeah.
3rd floor.
3rd floor. Okay, that's fine. Go up those big main stairs.
Yeah.
To start.
Okay. Yeah.
Where did the cry for help come from? Is it in the direction that we're going or somewhere else?
It came from like more straight ahead and beyond this area. So this is like the cry came from this level, versus upstairs, which like reasonably you couldn't have heard a cry from the banquet area because you're gonna have to go up the stairs and probably up again somehow.
Right? Yeah, it's two stories up. I don't know if we should just ignore that.
No, we can't.
We're heroes.
We're heroes.
Fine. With some
on.
hesitancy, I will run towards the person yelling help.
Okay, I have the sword. Let me take lead.
Yes, let Mel take lead.
Please.
I'll hold up the back.
Okay.
Great.
Right. I would like to go down the corridor toward the direction that we heard the cry, and down the hall as we're walking down. Marco.
Yep. You gradually get
Okay, cool.
Marco, hot.
I don't think you know how this game works.
You make your way into the Casey's Irish pub,
Nice.
which is obviously an authentic Irish establishment.
In the Marriott.
In the Marriott.
Yeah.
So good, yeah.
Amazing.
And it is empty. Why doesn't somebody... I'm just going to give this one to you. As you like are entering the pub, you see that there is like a hole in the wall off to your right. Like there's like a big hole in the drywall. It's maybe like 2.5 feet wide. And you can see some like boards and superstructure kind of beyond that, but like there's like a gap there.
Like a circular hole? Or like,
Yeah, it
looks
looks
like it crashed through the wall?
It looks circular. It looks cut. It does not look crashed. Like it's not like it like there's pieces hanging out all over the place.
Cut from this side out, like can you see the like rubble, which way the rubble goes to?
It looks like there's rubble on this side. Yeah.
But
like,
you know how you can kind of usually tell which way something was cut from?
Yeah. I'm gonna say it looks like it was cut from this side then.
Cut from this side to get to, or to put something to the other side.
Yep. But you were at the entrance to Casey's Irish Pub.
Is there anyone in here? I'll flash the flashlight around.
Give me a check.
Okay.
When I go blurry, it's great. It's like a feature of my camera.
Can I get a die for Master of Ceremony? I don't know if that's something.
Yeah, I'll give you one. Yeah.
Okay. I think because I don't think any of my qualities are going to apply here, so I think that's all I'm going to get. Okay.
All right. Then this will be a target 1.
Okay. All right, and I get 2 die. Oh boy. I got 2 hits and 2 spirals.
Good.
You die.
So yeah, 2 spirals. Oh man. People in the chat, do you have a use for the spiral? I will give you the result of the 2 hits while they percolate on it.
Okay.
So if
be
you
kind,
have
please.
any ideas, feel free to put them in. So you open the door and like, you know, this is a pub. It's got like a U-shaped bar where, you know, the bartender will be on the inside and taps on both sides. It's got various, you know, high top tables in here, some fake plants. And it looks mostly empty, but a gentleman pops his head up immediately when you come in.
Okay.
Says he looks like a little bit older guy, a little bit heavy set, and he kind of like flags you down as you were coming in. You have the flashlight out, right?
Yeah, I do.
Hey, over here.
Hey, friend.
Hey.
Oh boy.
come on, you might want to hide.
Hide from what?
There are things in here.
In here?
Then
In here?
maybe
Like there are creatures, not in the bar, but out there.
I think you should come to us. And I kind of like show him the sword.
Why are you trying to rob me, or?
No, I come on. Look, you don't even know how to play Marco Polo properly. Just come with us. Why would you want to stay in here if there's monsters in here?
We got in here and saw nothing. The way is clear to get out. We can escort you. Let's go now while it's quiet.
Yeah, come on.
We didn't come here to hide.
Okay.
Is there anyone else in here with you?
Nope. There were a bunch of people upstairs. There were guests. There was a banquet. A lot of activity tonight. I think everybody either cleared out or hunkered down somewhere else.
What's this guy look like? Does he look like staff or like a guest?
Yeah,
or...
he's got a let's see, like one of those like mechanic shirts, but it's got like the little Irish. It's got a clover and it says his name on it. It looks like he's
Patty.
What's his name?
Definitely Patty.
Patty.
He's the Irish bartender.
Connor.
Connor. Okay.
Connor's an Irish.
Hey, Connor.
Connor, can you grab me a drink when you're making your way over here?
And more importantly, Connor, do you know if there's like a safer place at the hotel that we could go to like hunker down for longer?
Safer place. Yeah, I think if everybody was in trouble, they might head down to the basement, secure room.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like a shelter. It's got a good lock, though. We're supposed to go there, and if there's like a terrorist attack or something.
Well, I think
There's a good suggestion in the chat, by the way. Not to take you out of story. Sorry, it's really good.
Wait, I'm sorry. We want Elmo to.
I mean, it's New York City. Could happen.
only in New York.
Sorry.
Yeah, no. So he the basement area that they are supposed to go to in the event of an emergency.
Makes sense.
Tell you what, if you come with us, hey, do you have any weapons? We're gonna rescue our friend, and then we can all go there and get safe. What do you think?
What's it like out there?
I mean, there's all sorts of weird shit out there, but it's about as weird as the city's been so far since I've been here.
Weapons. Yeah. He has a aluminum baseball bat. Got this. Normally there's security, but they sort of abandoned us.
Isn't that how they always are?
I'm with you. Let's go.
All right.
You go. So are you going to the banquet area?
Yes.
Yes.
Great. Who's in
We now
front?
have it.
I got my stanchion and my pack of random stuff. I'm happy to lead this time. If
I can still lead.
Okay.
I still have the sword. Yeah. We didn't run into anything. I'll keep lead.
Yeah.
I would like to offer. Connor. Right. Yeah. I would like to offer him a sip from my flask.
Steady as nerves.
Yeah.
Dude has been.
Grabs it, takes a sip. Oh, that's good stuff. Yeah, thank you.
Isn't it? Yeah. I found it on the street.
Yeah, I don't normally partake these days, but that was thank you for that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we'll head up to the banquet area. Flashlight in one hand, sword in the other.
Great. As you are heading up the steps, please give me a check to avoid something bad happening to you.
Okay.
Either either through your perception or your personal agility.
Is that everybody?
Just Mel.
Okay. So avoid something bad happening. I'm tough. That's one of my qualities.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Okay. I mean, this seems like something Bouncer could apply as well.
Yep. Yeah, I'll take it. There's like a preternatural perception there.
Mm-hmm.
That's 3.
I think that's all I have for that.
All
so,
right.
I would also like to use one of my luck for this. I think this is a very good place.
Maybe it's target 3.
Okay, so 4 die. Got it. So select those and roll. Okay, Okay, I got 4 hits.
Oh, good.
And 4 spirals.
Great.
And nothing else. That's it.
Ooh.
So nothing bad happens to me, but something bad happens to me.
So
Connor, a bartender.
You take you're going up the steps, and you take a step, and as a bouncer, you kind of have a level of balance that a lot of people don't have, and you step through the step. Like it is suddenly, it's not solid material underneath your foot. It is like the carpet was just barely covering something to help it keep its shape.
Okay.
And the carpet pulls down, your foot goes through, but you manage to kind of sit back and fall down on your butt.
Okay.
Such that just your foot goes through and you're sitting on the last step. The carpet whips down and drops, and you can see that the steps have been ripped out here underneath, and there is a hole that appears to go down a full 1.5 stories.
Oh, that would have been a nasty fall.
As you are sitting there,
of course.
At the top of the steps, it's still kind of dark, but the flashlight illuminated that there was a little bit of a hole there. And out of the hole crawl 2 humanoid creatures.
Oh,
they are scaly. They are small. They're maybe 3.5, 4 feet tall. Okay. And they are both carrying, I don't know how closely you can see them, but it looks like, pieces, one of them has a piece of a railing with a sharpened piece of glass affixed to the top of it, like a spear, and the other one has another makeshift spear-like weapon. They both look down at you, and then ready themselves, and one of them makes a noise
Hey, guys, chill. Can we just calm and yell out to them?
Yeah, we're all friends here. I think we met one of your friends. She turned into a bird.
Yeah. Calm, Fred. Do you understand?
Okay, first up, Stella, can you share image G, please?
Oh, okay.
And I was ready with my stanchion, but all right.
who wants to be lead on this persuasion attempt?
I have a thing.
Go for it.
Oh, it's kind of cute.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Oh.
I'm hey, calm down. It's all right. We're not enemies. Hey, and I whip my guitar out. I'm do you like music? Oh,
both looking back and
good
forth at each other and gradually raising the spears up. Give me a roll, and Mel, you can help if you want to help.
Absolutely, yeah.
How are you helping though?
I would like to using my flashlight as a strobe, flash it to the beat of whatever song Vic plays. And
Okay.
also like using it as like a spotlight. So that way we're in like this dark staircase. Actually, yeah, I'll just do that. Forget the flashing. I'm just gonna hold it up so that way there's a spotlight, like the light's on him, and he's the only thing visible while he's playing the song. So all the attention's on him.
And what element does that correspond to? That's MC. You're
Yeah,
invoking.
absolutely. Master of ceremony all the way. That's
All
my
right.
specialty.
What are you rolling? You get a free die from Mel.
Sweet. So I'll pick up one. I'll
It's
take
going to
my,
be against a target 4.
That's cool. I got 2 dice for multi-instrumentalist, which I do believe applies here.
Ah, that's right. Yes. This is your job.
And I'm going to take creative too, since I'm making up a song right now.
Okay.
I was gonna ask what song you were playing. I was really hoping it was gonna be like, I don't know, Freebird. Like,
Oh, yeah, we can start with Freebird. I mean, we could. It's going to sound like Freebird, but it's actually like. Actually, Freebird's really good because it's kind of long and it takes forever to figure out what's going on. So it's both calming and distracting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we got 4. Let's see what we got. Well, no. But in all, that's 1 hit and 1 spiral.
Oh wow.
So they both like raise up their makeshift objects, and then like the strobe starts going, and you're like, and they're like looking at you, and they look like a little bit like maybe more relaxed, and then they both just throw them.
Damn it!
And one enters your chest right about there.
Okay.
Take a moderate injury
Ow. Spear, I assume.
in chest.
Spear. Makeshift spear.
And then immediately they both turn and jump into the hole.
Oh. Like
that
the one
didn't work.
they came from or the one in the staircase?
The one they came from.
Oh, okay.
Ow.
They just like both crawl in,
That
and then
didn't
they are
work.
in the wall somewhere and disappear.
Okay, they don't like music.
Can I just like walk up to the hole and like spray some mace into the hole?
So first off, you're gonna have to traverse this like gap in the steps. I mean, it's not that
okay.
wide gap, so you can all like hoist yourself up. But then yes, you may go spray a bunch of mace into the hole.
Cool.
Oh,
Any sounds?
You do notice like the hole is not that deep inward, but it does like there's room for them to move around inside the wall where
Oh, okay.
So they must have like gone in and then gone off to the side somewhere.
Gotcha.
Or up even.
The walls.
Can I walk like 3 feet to the right, and then I'd like to take my sword and jab it into the wall?
Yes. Yeah. So you jab your sword into the wall. Shoom, shoom. You don't get
Okay.
anything. It does go nicely into the wall and then back out.
Okay, cool. Pretty
It's not
sharp.
good for swords.
Yeah, it's a sharp sword.
Mhm.
It's a good sword.
It's like the
I'll
drywall's
take out another
Anyways.
neckerchief and like clean like the dust and like drywall off of it.
To be a shiny sword.
Mhm.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So
Yes. Vic.
I pulled the spear out of my shoulder.
Yeah. This is the glass tipped one that's like a rail,
Oh,
like a shard of glass on the end.
oh, good. So at least it made a nice like clean cut. Okay.
Well, I mean, no, it was like poorly shattered glass.
Okay.
Oh, no.
It's sort of like a warped little like
Ew. Okay, I'm bleeding. That's wonderful.
Oh, okay. I'll give Vic a handkerchief.
Oh, thank you.
It probably won't do all that much for you, but
No, but
I mean, at least you want to save the costume at least.
I'm wearing a sweat-stained T-shirt.
Everyone has an aesthetic, okay?
It's true. I think we're actually kind of integrating with it, though. So that's okay. I appreciate the sentiment. Thank you. Yeah, I will take a swig of my whiskey to try to dull the pain, and keep going.
Okay.
Yeah.
I super quick, like hoping that he doesn't notice, like rip a piece of material off something, dump some of the alcohol from my bottle in it, and just go to be like, good job, and just like alcohol it
Here's what I'm going to say.
Very loud.
Please be loud.
This is mechanically equivalent. Please downgrade your moderate injury to a minor injury.
Oh, wow, nice.
But take a moderate stress drunk because you have been drinking all night.
Yes.
Yeah, I really have.
The moderate stress is probably drunk and a little high.
Yeah.
Yep, drunk,
Yep.
high. Great. Well,
Yep.
you know, I don't like to make it easy for myself.
So, to continue upward, there is a stairwell, but this is like, it's going to be inset into the wall. You know, like you'll like go up like the grand stairwell, and then this one is actually like a proper stairwell. It's still carpeted, but it is definitely inset. So it's like a much more narrow corridor going up.
Okay. I can keep taking lead, and as walking up the stairs, I'll use my cane and like check each step to make sure that there's not like a hole underneath the carpet.
Yeah. So as you are going up inside this narrow corridor, you're poking with your cane, and you like poke at the ground right at where the landing is, and your cane kind of like sticks almost like above the ground, and you look up and it's just kind of like hazy in front of you. What do you do? Like your cane is like weirdly like stuck in midair.
I'll pull it back, or try to pull it back at least.
Please give me a target 2 check to pull that cane back.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Bouncer and tough again?
Yep.
Okay.
3.
Right. I'll do the 3. I won't use another luck on this one. All right. Oh my god. Okay, I got the 2 hits, but I also got 3 spirals. I'm rolling crazy with the spirals.
That's all right. Yeah, so what else do you have on your person? Oh, I know what to do. This is worth 3 spirals.
Oh boy.
You pull the cane back, and like it doesn't come for a second, but then it comes really quick. And you feel like it's like you got splashed with something.
Okay.
But it hit your coat.
Not my coat.
You look down, and your coat is just like dissolving in places. Like it got splashed with something, and whatever it is just eating through it.
Oh, how is my cane? Like, is it eating the cane too?
It looks like the cane like it came out okay. It looks a little like messed up on the end, but you don't have time to think about that because your coat is rapidly dissolving. What do you do?
Man, I really like this coat. I guess I'll take it off. I'll as fast as I can just like drop everything and try to rip my coat off.
Okay, you take your coat off. What are you doing now? Drop your coat.
Yeah, I'd imagine I'd have like a nice like dress shirt and like some pants underneath. So I'm not just like completely bare, only wearing a 2-tailed coat and nothing else.
That'd be awesome. That's a burlesque act. Anyways, so do we see this fog too?
I think now that you're focusing on Mel and what he's doing.
Yeah.
So is it like
Connor's
completely dissolved?
Around the corner. Connor's like,
yeah.
There.
Come on, Connor. It's okay. You're fine.
Sorry, what were you saying?
Oh, is there anything left of my coat, or is it just completely?
Yeah. After you take it off, it's just got like big holes in it in 4 places.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, if it's done doing whatever it was doing, I'll put it back on, even with the holes in it.
Okay.
It's
Dedication
not
there.
ideal, but I really like this coat, and I'm gonna try to get it fixed when all of this is over.
And you're sort of like, you're right next to where you were as you are doing this, right?
Yeah, I haven't really moved, so I'm still next to like I guess because you said it was all the way at the landing, so I guess I'm still on like the top steps.
Okay. You like feel and Rosalie and Vic, you can see this. It feels like the haze is like as you're like putting your coat on, you sort of look up and it feels like it's like approaching you.
Oh, back up.
Oh yeah. If I can see it approaching me, then I'm gonna back up.
Okay. You can back up down the stairs before it gets to you. Stella, please share image F.
Oh.
I
forget I have a job.
You look like they are totally blocked by this haze at this point.
All this, like the main stairs are all like this haze is it solid?
It's
yeah.
It's a gelatinous cube-ish.
Oh.
Oh God. Oh God.
I am really glad I was checking with the cane when I went up those stairs, because I would have hated to have just walked into that. Wow.
Brilliant.
If we get okay, can I do a thing?
yeah.
Okay. I feel like this is the best time to try. I tell everybody, move back, and I get them to move back at least like 20 feet or something, and I go with them, and I do the fucking Molotov cocktail.
Yes.
I like piece of material or something, light it on fire, stick it in the alcohol bottle, and toss it at this thing because I can't think. I'm hoping that'll burn it. I'm gonna set this hotel on fire, aren't I?
I will say Mel is very disappointed he didn't think of this.
I think that like I don't actually know what the weaknesses and resistances are.
Okay.
But definitely they must be petroleum-based creatures. And so you hit this thing with fire.
It's like
and then like the stairwell starts to burn.
Shit.
I mean, it was a really effective Molotov cocktail.
yeah. That was like rectified spirits or something.
Okay. New goal. We gotta get people out because the hotel's on fire.
This is a hotel, and so there are of course multiple stairwells to get where you're going if you wanted to try to go around.
Yeah, does Connor know another way up?
Oh yeah, that's the east side stairwell. There's a west side stairwell right over there. What happened up there? Why is the hotel on fire?
Long story.
I'm assuming this is pretty bright since the entire thing is like burning.
Was that a Molotov cocktail you threw?
Look, we gotta go save our friends. Let's not dwell.
Is there any smoke coming from it, or is it just fire?
No, there's smoke too. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, any
not
fire alarm response or like water sprinklers or? I'm just curious.
I guess now there is. It's not doing much to contain the blaze in the stairwell, but now there are sprinklers going all over here. And
wow.
Great, now my coat is ruined and it's wet.
Sorry?
Yeah, so I'm assuming you're gonna go classic theater kids.
What's a little arson now and then?
I mean, look.
I'm assuming you're gonna go to the other stairwell.
Yeah.
Is that the pyrotechnics for you, Mel?
Look. Okay. Focus. Our friends are now gonna die also in a fire. Sorry.
Yeah, shit, fire's bad.
Yeah, I will start running towards the other stairwell like Connor pointed out.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, I am not running, and I'm checking everything with my cane wherever I'm going.
Well,
so she can go ahead, but
Rosalie is running ahead of you.
Yeah, I'm right behind Rosalie.
I guess I'll follow. If she's gonna lead, then she'll set off whatever. I'll take up the rear.
You head
since I saw that stair thing happen, I would definitely like I'm gonna poke the transition, the stanchion, whatever the word.
Frontier,
I don't know. Yeah, the stanchion in front of me as I go when I hit the stairs, just to make sure they're stable.
You do not find any traps.
Good.
You crawled on your hands and knees, checking every inch of the way.
When you're in a GM and you throw one trap and the party is just checking like everywhere, super
Forever.
meticulously.
You can never trust a single surface ever again.
Nope, never.
So you go up the other stairwell, and it empties out into the like classic hotel corridor of big rooms.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
where there's like multiple
Meeting room A.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, thank you, Hand.
So sweet. I need one of those.
Someday we'll get her on a stream.
Yes.
Hiding behind the door. So the classic hotel like corridor of banquet rooms or conference rooms or whatever they are, right? Each one's got like a little screen next to it and like double doors.
Mm-hmm.
That is what's going on here, and it is empty. But immediately shining the flashlight around, everything is full of holes. So like there's like a hole like this wide and tall on the wall, and then there's like another one in the ceiling. Like this place has been cut up by the denizens. You do hear like chatter though coming through one of the doorways, which is closed.
Human chatter?
It's the chatter of voices.
I would like to rap on the door
Hard
with
to tell
my
from
cane.
here.
Not open it, just like knock with my cane.
Rap, rap, rap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You knock with your cane. You standing in front of the door after you knock?
Yeah, I'll stand in front of the door and wait.
Okay.
I'm gonna be shining my flashlight in my face again.
The door opens. A 3.5 foot tall, scaly person is like on the other side of it. Like does that like opens a door. Look up like, who are you?
I'm gonna lean in close. Hi, friend, with like the biggest, like toothiest grin.
You guys really want to be friends with these kobolds? You haven't hurt them at all, so I guess.
Can we audition again? Tell him I want to audition again. Just tell him we're not going to kill him.
Yeah. What are you saying? What are you doing? You're saying hi, friend.
I will offer the kobold a drink from my flask.
Oh, okay.
Oh, boy.
That's what I need, a bunch of drunk kobolds.
So the kobold takes, like, you offer the flask.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The kobold takes the flask.
Okay, that's progress.
Good.
And smells it. And then looks up at you and throws the flask on the ground and like starts yelling back into the room and runs back into the dark room beyond.
Oh, I will
What do you do?
pick up the flask, pour the rest of it out. Rosalie, do you have another lighter?
No, I have one lighter. You
I
may
got a
not
lighter.
have it.
Well, and I'm just gonna like gesture to like a puddle of whiskey on the floor in front of the store now.
I don't
I
think
have-
we need more fire. Oh my god.
Wait,
I mean,
got a
it's-
lighter. Click, click.
The building's already on fire. And we'll be able to see without the flashlight. I can save the battery, and I turn the flashlight off, so we're just like in darkness now.
I would have started opening doors and just sticking my head in and being like, Mela! And like just seeing if there's humans. Whatever.
Well, I don't
This
think
is
she's
going
in
on.
this one. I hope she's not in this one.
Yeah.
Vic,
Okay,
would you
so-
like to do the honors?
Meva.
Oh,
Meva.
I meant the fire, but
Oh, yeah. I'll put the guitar away and get my lighter out.
Oh my god.
Wait, why are we lighting fires again? I say as I'm lighting it, like, why did you tell me to do this?
So just like a puddle of whiskey. Like I poured it all out in front of the door where it got spilled.
Oh, okay. Okay, so let's
Oh boy.
walk me
I'm
through
very
this.
suggestible.
You want to light another fire because why?
I
To keep
Vic is
them
literally
from
asking
coming out, because I mean he seemed upset.
Oh,
So
yeah.
if there's a fire in front of the door, it'll keep them from. If they open the door and see a fire, then they won't come out and attack us.
See, I was kind of imagining the sprinklers were also on,
Oh,
but you know what? Let's say they're not.
okay. I didn't know they were also on up here. Like I thought it
No.
would have been only in that area.
I didn't say that they were also on, so they're not.
Okay, cool. They're about to be.
So you're gonna pour out the whiskey and then you're gonna light it on fire on the carpet.
Yep, in front of the door.
Kobolds from coming.
Yes.
Yeah, and I didn't tell you what color they were, so you know.
You did not. That is true. Would I know that?
No.
Like what I've seen? Okay.
No.
I guess I was kind of flashing. I had the flashlight in my face. So.
Yeah. Okay. So you light the fire, and Rosalie is checking other doors.
Mhm.
Um,
And we have theme music in the background.
there is some communication from beyond the fire.
Mhm.
Rosalie, you open the grand premiere banquet hall door, and there is a group of people huddled in there. They're basically like the tables have been moved out and they're sitting in the middle of the floor, and there is one kobold with a spear in there. What are you doing?
I would run up it and try and Happy Gilmore it with my stanchion.
Nice.
All right, go ahead and roll that.
Okay, so let me see here. Derby for sure, right?
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be tough.
Vicious. Creative because I'm using a stanchion?
You only get one quality.
Oh, okay. Ooh,
3.
Three.
2.
I guess it's three.
You have
Okay.
luck if you want to use luck.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, feels like the time now. Okay, 4 total. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, weird. I got 2 hits, but 4 spares.
Ooh.
That is a good outcome.
Yeah.
Okay, this time let's wait for the chat.
Okay.
Okay.
For real.
Okay, what is going to happen is that with this severely heavy improvised weapon, you are going to hit this kobold pretty hard. So chat, any ideas for what else good could happen?
We don't die in a hotel fire?
We don't.
Should have had a drink before offering it. Oh, that would have been a good idea.
Our
You're right.
our cup of fortune overflows.
Chat's on about a 5-second delay from us, so we'll give him a few seconds.
Okay, that's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
And to read like the uses for spare on the NYC&D sheet, just in case anybody's curious.
I mean,
I already like the first response.
I do like that as well.
Let's go with that. Yeah, absolutely. So you hit the scope. You hit it hard, such that it drops its spear and does like a tumble thing backwards. And it's to the extent that you can recognize that you have bruised a reptilian entity, it looks like you've bruised it pretty hard in the face. And it just it's like back sitting on its butt. It looks at you and it looks at the people and it just sort of gets up and walks.
That's right. Is Maeve in the room? Or Mava?
Yes. So
Mava! Stop playing.
there's like a bunch of people here. There's like a dozen people here, but among them is Mava.
We're here to rescue you all.
As well as some moderately well-known Broadway Shakespearean actors.
Oh.
I'm so excited now.
We're so honored to rescue you guys.
I'm gonna walk in, arms wide out.
Oh wait, Mel, you're gonna have to deal with some other stuff.
Oh, is there something else happening to me in the hall?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, never
You just
mind
lit a
then.
fire.
I did. Well, technically, I enabled it. Vic lit it.
Yeah.
What did you and Vic do after you lit the fire?
What?
So you said Rosalie was checking rooms.
Yep.
I guess like because I heard you said I was hearing like chatter on the other side.
Yep.
Um,
That's where you lit the fire, like to stop them from.
yeah,
coming.
but does the door open at all, or does it stay shut? Like when there's a fire.
That door is closed now. Fire licking up the front of it.
Yeah. I guess I probably would have just been following Rosalie then.
I'll be running up and down the hallway yelling for Mava.
Okay. Yeah, in that case, I'll say you all managed to get in there. No, actually, Mel, you get in there. Vic, you end up at the other end of the hallway.
Oh, she's there. Cool.
And then two of them come out of holes.
Oh, fuck.
Don't offer them a drink.
Hey,
It's a bad idea.
I take requests.
I mean, it worked the first time, so I'm definitely going to run up to one and try and swat it.
Oh, no, so you were like, so basically
You
what
got-
is happening, just to narrate this,
Oh, okay.
they lit the fire as you were checking rooms.
Mm-hmm.
And then like Mel looks up, sees that you're gone, and goes and follows you into the room that you went into. So you have just knocked out this kobold who has now quit his job. And Mel is coming into that room. But Vic has been going up and down the hallway. He's like down that hallway. You can't see him.
Okay.
And he has now entered an oh shit moment where
Yeah, he's on his own.
appear.
And like two of them, do they have like these janky ass spears again?
They do. They do. One of them is a steak knife on the end of a chair leg.
That's oddly very menacing.
And the other one is like a segment of a microphone pole. And
I like that one.
And it has, oh God, what else is sharp?
What else is sharp?
A safety razor.
Oh, like a.
But it's cracked open, so that it's no
Damn
longer.
it.
It's like maybe like half of a scissor.
There you
Yeah,
go. Scissor
yes,
blade.
you said that. Yeah.
Vic, what do you do?
Okay. I'm like, oh shit, guys. Seriously, can we just be friends? And I make like I'm getting my guitar out, and then I fucking beat him in the head with my guitar.
All right. Roll to attack with guitar.
Yeah, with my axe.
Axe. That's a target 2, by the way.
Sweet. All right. I assume that's only like partially multi-instrumentalist.
Yes, a partial for multi-instrumentalist, we'll say.
Okay. Let's see. Unflappable.
I think unflappable applies. You're in a bad situation.
I'm trying to bluff the whole like I'm gonna like play you guys. No, I'm not beat.
Okay.
I'll go with 3 dice and heck with it. I'll throw my last luck into this because if I get out of this, you never know. Although
Oh boy.
My worst impulse is I don't know when to stop.
That is true. So if you're throwing your all into it, feel free to take an extra die.
Yeah. Well, my worst impulse would give me a luck to a party member.
Well, or if you're using it for that action, then you get an extra die.
Oh,
so
okay.
basically, like, yeah.
That would be the attempts to like charm them again. Which, I mean, I'm also drunk and high, so yeah. What the heck? I'll do that.
Okay.
We're gonna attempt to charm them again.
Wait. Okay.
Boy.
Because I do not know when to stop.
I see. Okay.
But hell, I get more dice for that anyways.
This is like a target 4.
Good. All right. Excellent. So we'll go back to.
They did just get deeply offended by your presence, and
yeah. Well, you know what? These guys are kind of weird, so I'm going to go with some really experimental shit. So I'm going to do modern jazz too.
Oh, nice.
So
that's a good choice.
So I'll take my extra for the specialization there, and creative.
Yes.
And I'll throw my last luck into that.
Okay. Is that 6 dice?
That's all 6.
Great. It's a target 4.
It's a target 5 because I have a moderate drunkenness.
That's right. It's real hard to play your guitar at this point.
Oh, wow. You've maxed out
all the possible things.
5.
Oh.
With net 1 spiral.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah, go ahead. So you're playing, and 2 more kobolds.
Oh God.
Come out from like your sides, and there's one that is like looking down through a hole in the ceiling.
Y'all like experimental jazz, I see.
But they're just sort of listening in. Back in the room, Stella, you remove Maeve's gag.
Oh.
Are they all gagged?
Yeah.
So they can't speak.
That's correct.
Okay, so there's no one to interrupt me. Perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention, please? This building is on fire. We need to leave as soon as possible in a orderly and calm fashion. I say that after I see the building's on fire.
The second time we've done that. It's a great effect.
I'm sure that you're all very eager to get somewhere safe.
They'd all like to be ungagged, I assume.
Yeah.
And then after I say that, I'll go around and start ungagging people. And then I'll be like, oh, I love your work. I've seen you in, oh, you're great at, I loved you in Hamlet.
Rosalie, you came for me. And yeah, one of the actors is like, it's a daring rescue, my friend. Daring rescue. Thank you.
Thank you. I saw your work in Wicked and it was amazing. Anyways, and I'm just like untying people and then I turn to Connor and I say, Connor, what's the fastest way out of here?
Well, if you think he's not a danger anymore, probably follow that kobold down the kobold. Connor plays D&D.
Good to know.
Probably follow that thing down the back stairway, service stairway. There's probably an exit to the alley.
And I take Maeve's hand in a like I'm just trying to save you way, but really, it seems like a good excuse. You know what I mean?
Thank you so much. I sent that text and then the power went out and I didn't know if you would come. I didn't know what was going to happen. You're an inspiration.
No. You're an inspiration. Now run.
I'm seeing that Vic hasn't come in. I'm just gonna peek my head into the hallway and yell down, "Hey Vic, we found her."
In the middle of a gig right now.
So you can peek your head into the hallway first, and you see that Vic is flanked by these creatures, and there's more further down the hallway. and he's just like playing his guitar.
um,
I would say actually you hear the smooth sounds of jazz or jazz adjacent music.
okay,
As-
I'll be on. Then I'll be like, hey, Vic. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. And then duck back into the room.
Vic, what are you doing? So basically, everybody else is getting ushered through the service.
I'm gonna keep jamming as I see them leaving and getting people out to cover their escape.
Okay. I think that at that point, like a few more of the creatures show up.
Unflappable.
They like one of them like opens a door into one of the rooms down the hall to the left, and they like usher you that direction.
Okay, I'll go with them.
And then there's like a full setup for an orchestra in there.
Okay, cool.
And like clearly somebody has been killed.
Great.
And
That's all right.
Can I see this?
no,
No. Okay. Cool.
you peaced out, right?
No, I didn't want to leave. I just wanted to like peek out and then duck back
Okay.
into the room.
Okay, yeah. So in that case, if you peek out again, you'd like see that they're all heading into this room together, and now there's like 7 of these creatures.
Can I
Stella
like?
and Ava are escaping down the stairwell along with 11.
Godspeed,
now.
you guys.
I'll be like, I'll meet
Godspeed,
you outside,
friends.
and then I'm gonna try to go like down the hall and like peek into the door, hopefully without being noticed, like some semblance of like stealthiness.
Yeah, absolutely. There's loud music playing. You can do that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and then just kind of like watch from somewhere safe.
Vic, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm gonna keep this set going, but are they brandishing weapons at me, like make me play, or just like kind of
no. They've stopped brandishing weapons at you.
Okay, well I'm gonna come to a place.
One of them brings you like a glass of whiskey.
Oh, cool. Well, I'll just gotta sit down and finish my
Next to you while you're playing.
finish my set. We'll go to the next song.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mel,
I
do
see
you
Mel.
hang out and watch the entire time, or do you?
I'll watch for now. I'll pitch in if there's something I'd like to do, but for now I'm just gonna watch.
Like,
Okay.
I try to like
and wait
set
for
you-
maybe an opportune moment, or maybe he'll figure it out on his own.
Vic, I would say that like a lot of time is gonna pass because they are gonna be like, like, keep going.
Okay.
They
In fact,
light lighters and just like
Take
No more lighters, no more fire.
a minor stress.
Okay.
Getting tired.
Yeah.
Rosalie. Maeva says, where do we go? What do we do?
you have to take these people to safety. I can't leave the other 2. They're still in there. I don't find somewhere underground. I think somewhere.
Connor says, if those sprinklers put out that fire, then maybe we could still take shelter in the basement. There's a way down this way.
Somewhere with sturdy walls that these things can't crawl through.
Yeah.
Go there.
It's all concrete pour down there. And Connor and a group of a dozen actors in their banquet finery head down into the basement. Rosalie, you head back.
Mhm.
Mel is at the door looking into this place. And Vic, you're getting real tired. By the way, take a minor stress.
I did, yes.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, good. You're getting real tired.
So are there actually some that are holding up lighters? Is that actually a thing?
Torches.
No, but
okay.
they have lit some candles.
Aw.
Where are these candles placed?
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna try to bring my set to a conclusion.
Okay. You do it.
Yeah.
And they're like, and then one of them gets out some rope and like a gag and like goes.
I'll start playing again.
What are so yeah, the candles are like centerpieces.
Great.
So would you say that there are actually at this point, can I tell what color the kobolds are?
Yeah, they're green.
Okay. And are there like kobolds near candles?
Oh no.
Oh.
Let's make a plan again.
While he's not here,
Okay. More fire.
Mace is flammable. That's the plan.
Yeah, I was gonna
Great.
say, do we still have any more like bottles? Do you still? No, you tossed all the bottles, right? So it's gonna be like it worked the first time. Let's Molotov.
I have mace. I have a thing of mace.
Okay.
Spray. I was gonna spray it into a candle and make like a fireball, and then
Yeah.
Good. And then I
very
can
good plan, right?
Yeah. If it's that or I hang out with these guys forever.
I wonder. Oops. I guess I have to bring him back in 1 second.
Guys, here's the thing. I'm real bad at streaming.
Did you kick your own self out? That's funny.
I did kick my own self. So you wanted to create a fireball of some kind with what do you have to create a fireball?
I have mace. I have my can of mace.
Oh, do you have mace?
Mace is flammable.
Mace is an incredibly effective weapon. Okay. Yeah, I will say there that like if you want to run in and you have a lighter too, right?
I don't have a lighter. I was just hoping to spray one of the candles.
I
Okay.
have a lighter. I would
Rosalie can give you a lighter.
All right. I will borrow Rosalie's lighter. Slam the door open.
Okay.
And then I would say, ladies and gentlemen, and then just without further ado.
All right. There's probably 2 rolls left in this game, and this is the first of those 2. It's a target 3. What are you bringing to bear?
Can bouncer? I mean, I use the mace for bouncing, so maybe.
That seems applicable.
Okay, I don't think any of my qualities will apply here. I don't think Master of Ceremonies is going to help me make a fireball. So I'll do bouncer, and then I'll use my last point of luck.
All right, that's 3 against the target 3.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm rolling.
Do it. Let's see it.
I got 1 hit.
Great.
2 spirals.
Oh.
So.
Yeah. So. The mace canister like clicks out. So like you go to create the fireball, but you had clearly tapped out the mace. It's like a little mace canister, and it creates like a small fireball. And then they all turn and look at you, and then they start reaching for their various weapons.
I would like to try to play it off like it was a party trick. Since I came in with like the show, like the showmaster, like sort of things that I said, and then so I'm gonna drop them and then just go, and then I am going to tip my hat and swing
run.
my cane and then walk out the door.
And Vic, what are you doing during this time?
Run! If they
No,
turn their-
I guess my question, Vic, is: are you trying to run like through the crowd of kobolds, or are you trying to run some other direction?
We're in like one of the big conference rooms. So there's like multiple ways out, right?
Yeah, there's usually a back way.
Yeah. And it's like, yeah. I will try to run away from the direction they're all chasing Mel, and hopefully double back and find a way. But I am hopefully taller than them, and therefore have a decent stride. I am also drunk and tired, but I have a guitar that I can swing. And I can also take the bag of gold and just chuck that, all the gold in the air at them. to cover my escape.
Team, roll to make your escape. All of you can contribute. Vic is going to be primary on this.
Okay.
So do you have things that will help get everybody out of there? You can throw them in.
I will literally take my stanchion and just like at the group of them, just like double hand, just launch it at them because they're pretty small and just try and like almost bowl them with it. Like, and see if I can knock 3 or 4 of them out with this heavy, probably like 40-pound stanchion.
That is a probably roller derby.
Yeah, for sure. Knock them out.
And Mel, you've now like bowed and given your exit. The question is, I guess that might be your whole.
I guess I'm going to like I'm not going to run, but I'll sort of like make my way toward the exit, but like watching behind to see if I see like what's Rosalie doing, if I see Vic come out the door, if I see like the creatures come out chasing, and if I see them chasing, then I'm going to start running.
Okay.
So just kind of like moving away and watching.
Okay. So are you like are you trying to draw their attention? Are you doing anything to help everybody else?
Oh, you know what? Here's what I'll do. I'll take after I stepped out, I'll take off my coat and I'll drop it on the floor. And then I would like to open the door again. And then I'll say, for my next trick, and I'll be holding the sword this time. And I'll take the sword, and I'm going to hold it like this, with the blade out this way, and then I'm going to throw it at one of the kobolds.
Okay, so we are getting essentially like a like Roadrunner-esque, like, and then you throw the stanchion.
That's the word.
You're going to like flourish your sword and throw it, and then Vic is going to try to run away.
Well, hurling gold behind him.
Vic gets a die from each of you. What are you bringing to bear, Vic, to get out of it?
I'm going to bring to bear my 1 die that I always get. I'm going to bring, honestly, autocross is probably slightly more applicable than partial multi-instrumentalist to make an escape.
Yeah.
And creative.
Let's do it. That sounds good. That's 5 dice.
That's 5 dice. And I'll take a luck.
It's target 3.
All right. Target 4.
So by the way, one of the mechanics in Sapio, I know like we kind of had to tour through a lot of mechanics and they are somewhat fuzzy. If you help, then you are exposed to danger if there is spiral. So we'll see how this roll goes, basically.
Okay. So 3, that's 4 with my being drunk.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's a target 4.
How many dice?
I got all 6.
Okay, nice. Okay.
Well, I wish that was more dramatic, honestly. 2 hits, nothing else.
Nothing else?
Yeah.
So Mel and Rosalie, like you toss the stanchion, you toss the sword, you actually hit a kobold. It's surprising. You're like, you never thrown a sword before, but yeah, just straight into its chest.
That's a pretty good sword. I probably shouldn't have thrown it.
And you're like trying to like make a distraction and run, and you like start running. And you know, there's sounds of commotion behind you. But you hit the stairwell and you get outside, and when you turn around, Vic is not with you. No. Vic.
Yeah.
Well, seeing as I want to set this as the last roll of this particular endeavor, Vic, they find you. You get to the stairwell, and like you're doing okay. You're making time, and then there's one of them in front of you.
Oh shit!
And it points at you. and you back up for a second, and then like two of them vault over the stairwell and land on you.
Hi.
And you get tied up, you get gagged, you get walked back up the stairwell. You like
Gag chase.
you get put in a room for a while, you sleep, you wake up, you are led into the instrumental room by the kobolds.
Oh, good. This is my life now. It's not that bad. Do they feed me?
You get whiskey, you get some food. You just have to keep playing sets for kobolds now.
I've had worse gigs.
I mean,
Better than working for a Shakespeare troupe.
I mean, shit, I'm a house musician now, right?
The rest of you successfully escape. And actually, within a few days, suddenly all the terrible things disappear. And you all have hunkered down during that time in the secure area with your group of actors who you've made fantastic friends with, and they insist that you have to come to some of the parties with them. And like, there's a really great little minor role that they need filled because whoever was doing it was, unreliable and had to be fired. So you guys have a great time during this hangout time with some of your favorite Broadway Shakespeare actors.
amazing.
And Vic, it wasn't so bad in the end. You have stories to go home with too.
Aw.
Aww.
So thank you, everyone. That's
Yay!
That was so much fun.
That's
Awesome.
great. I love that little ending. I was
Yeah, it's
like,
very
no,
sweet.
Vic's gonna die. But
But
he
I
really
guess
just worked at the Marriott for a few
Yeah.
days. Really.
Not too bad.
He didn't even have to do like reduced rates for his drinks. He just got.
Drink
Yeah.
got him.
Yeah.
Got my drinks and foods comp. That was great.
Yeah.
I'll do
That's
that.
awesome.
Not a bad deal.
Oh my God. Real quick, I guess, chat, do y'all have questions for our GM here or anything?
That's right.
I mean, if anybody wants to, you should share your game links again, just so
Yeah.
everyone knows where to go.
Yeah.
And if anybody else wants to share their links or anything, throw that in the chat now. And then we'll be sure to tweet and things after. But just so everybody has everyone's links, or whatever you want to share, go nuts. And if anybody has questions or whatever, holla. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why I'm cheering for everyone's just like making a chat. Anyways.
I need to actually put it in the right window, right?
Comments, not private chat.
Yeah, you don't need to tell us. We know. There we go. Amazing. Perfect. And while everyone's putting those in, I will promo my damn self. I'm running a second half of a one-shot this Saturday night at 7 o'clock, right here where you are right now. And it's with a bunch of my fellow Toronto performers. They're all musicians. Last week, there was a sea shanty about eating rats, like on the fly. It was really fun. So it's the same folks being back, and we're going to do second half, and we'll give you a good recap. So if you're not doing anything Saturday night, I mean, come on by and watch us play some more games. But yeah, we really appreciate everyone coming by.
Thank you so much for hosting, Stella. It was great. And thank you, Matt.
Thank you very much.
Playing. It was awesome.
It was a ton of fun. I haven't been a player in so long, so
You know,
GM's
same.
great players. So that was great.
absolutely.
Yeah, amazing. Okay, I'm going to sign off, but thanks so much, everybody, and keep playing, and we'll see you soon. Have a good night.
Have a good night,
Thanks.
everyone.
Good night.
Goodbye.